I've seen what you do. It's all or not a thing, and I never ask why. But we'll sing the same old songs into the night, and we'll take what's wrong here and we'll make it right. It's all not a thing, but it's all that we do. No one wants anything at last. Now I know why. So we'll take what's wrong here and we'll make it right. While we sing a brand new song into the night. Into the night.
Hey everybody, Ellie's not here today to lead us in, so I'm DJ and this is Low Art Lyceum and we're doing a survival run of We Happy Few today.
And I'm Ray.
Hi Ray!
You were
Just left me with fucking dead air? Cool, excellent.
I was like, well, how am I supposed to introduce myself? You gotta introduce two people. You gotta
By
do the
speaking the fuck
I'm
up.
blank and this is blank.
Ellie never introduces us! Ellie just
No,
stops.
she leaves room for me to introduce myself and then introduces the game. Which you did not do.
I just,
We're doing a
yes
great-
I did!
No, you said I'm DJ and this is Low Art Lyceum and this is We Happy Few. Which
And I said
are not
we're
your
doing
two
a survival
co-hosts.
run of We Happy Few today. Oh my god, listen. Hi, welcome to the stream, everyone.
You can see the kind of condition we're in without our guiding light, Ellie. We're gonna do a survival run today. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, so the last time we played this game, it was a story mode. So we did a lot of cheating in the story mode because we wanted to have as little friction as possible. And I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna cheat entirely because there's a couple scenarios in the survival where it may be necessary, but we're mostly gonna not cheat during this.
Unless we get stuck or something, presumably.
Well, okay, so there's just a couple scenarios I can like anticipate where we may need to do this because the RNG is sometimes buggy and doesn't give you the thing that you need to finish the thing. And if we start in the Garden District, there's going to be a situation regarding, because like when you start in the Garden District, you are in your proper suit and you need, like, the first order of business is making it not proper anymore. But you have to find a rock, and rocks are a lot more. You'd think finding a rock would be super easy, but it's not always the case.
No, in fact, it's probably the hardest part of the whole survival mode.
Yeah, and it's not fun to watch me look for a rock, so I'm gonna do it for like maybe 5 minutes, and then if I don't find a rock, I'm just gonna give myself one.
I'm gonna double check that our sound is coming through okay. Not that I don't believe
That's such
you,
a good idea. I worry about it, and then because I'm in here, I can't, so.
Yeah, sounds like it's fine.
I got two monitors, and all my windows are maintained.
You're coming through great.
Oh, yeah? Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I only mentioned that because you were very quiet. I feel like the last time you streamed.
Oh. Well, the last time I did this, I adjusted the sound, and I haven't touched it since. Well, actually, I turned Ellie down the other day, but I turned her back up, so.
It's nice and crisp for me.
Alright. Wellington Wells is a dangerous place for a downer like you, and it's only getting worse. You've got to escape before you succumb to hunger, thirst, or fatigue, all of which will prove fatal if not looked after. If only you could find hidden keycards, you might be able to open the gates between the islands. Make it to the boat rumored to be moored on the farthest one, gather the 5 power cells you need to power it, and you just might make it out of Wellington Wells with your skin intact. Your score is based on how long you survive, with a hefty bonus for escaping to the outside world. And make sure you check the note screen for more important details about how the world works. You can feel your stomach growling already, so hop to it.
I assume that this is left over from, like, the Kickstarter days.
This is
This
actually
message just
what the
never
game was
changed.
supposed to be originally. And then when
Yeah, that's
like
what
the
I'm
world
saying,
was so
like-
good, everybody's like, you need to put like a narrative on this, and then they did, which was great. But okay, good. We've started in the village,
This
so
doesn't give me food poisoning.
that takes one step out of the process already.
If we finish this, I will have actually seen a survival run completed. I've never actually seen this finished.
I think it's fun because there are some set pieces that are actually exclusive to survival mode, so we may see some fun new environments that we wouldn't have in any of the story modes.
Yeah. We showed off a couple of those.
We managed to get to a couple of them. Ellie, when Ellie did the survival run, Ellie implied that they had done it before, but that turned out not to be true, so...
So you talked about the Kickstarter, like, this originally being the only... This was the original vision for the game. How do you, like, and you're also always talking about feature creep and how that can necessarily affect a game's quality, for better or worse. How do you feel that turned out in We Happy Few's case? Just to, like, keep this intellectual.
I do think making an entire story mode was the best idea. I think the problem with the survival mode is that because it was the original intent of the game, they had to deliver on that as well, and like a lot of those elements are either minimized in the story mode or are jettisoned entirely. So it comes off a little you know how, like, I always say The Warriors is probably the best designed game because everything sort of flows from one point to the next and, like, there's no, like, loose appendages on it? This game ain't like that. Like...
I would argue that in some cases it's made better by those loose appendages. In the case of, like, it leaves more to the imagination than some games might necessarily feel comfortable with. But on the other hand, it does make it feel unfinished. Especially when you see stuff in the survival mode that didn't make it to story mode that improved the experience.
Perfect. So, we've lucked out. So, like, the first order of business when you get in here, if you're not in the Garden District, the first order of business is to fix your clothes. But we're in the village, so we're fine. We're dressed correctly already. So, the next order of business is finding our safe house, because if we get too sleepy, we will die. And we also need to find food and water and everything else, but that generally in the village that happens like in the process of looking for your bunker.
I assume that you like can buy stuff.
Yes.
Stuff being, you know, food.
It depends on what shops you end up getting, because not every shop will appear. It's not like the story mode where the islands are built with a requisite number of set pieces and everything has to be present for the story to work. It's just kind of random. And in fact, it can be so random that, like, the overarching goal of what we're doing here once we get our survival shit sorted is, once we get our finances in order, is we're looking for these boat capacitors, and we need to get from here to the other end of the map, which is a big island. There's a boat dock somewhere, you know, like the one that Sally has to get to. There's a boat dock somewhere, and we have to find the 4, or it might be even 5, capacitors to power it. And every set piece...
Lucy told me about these. They're good for wounds and...
Every set piece on here will have either a boat key, or a boat capacitor, or the key card that we need to open the bridge to the next chunk of island. And, I was going somewhere with this, but I've forgotten what. What was I saying?
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Hey, look at this rock in my pocket.
I asked you about you said something about getting your finances in order and what's going to happen after that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Once we get our finances in order, we're trying to get to this boat. So,
once you diversify your portfolio.
Yes.
Not fitting in anywhere.
But we have to find the bunker first, just to have a place to sleep, There's probably going to be food in them because the bunkers tend not to be. I keep saying bunker. I mean hatch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
I don't have.
run.
I don't have any.
You don't have any of your bullshit.
Nah. During the course of our thing, we will come across what they call guilty pleasure masks, and they will give us our skill points, but we won't have the same level of skills that we would in a normal story mode run.
What's a guilty pleasure mask?
It's like like when you come across a memory. It looks like that.
Okay.
It makes a loud kind of. You'll hear it when we get to it.
Pleasure mask. What's pleasurable about it?
It gives us skill points.
I guess.
Whereas
so.
normally you would get them from
people?
doing the story, but like we're not doing missions. We're just doing the actual survival elements of the game.
Do you think we'll ever see the end of skill trees in video games?
You know, I was thinking about.
To be honest, I'm getting a little sick of it. Am I crazy?
I think the problem with the skill tree, I think it's like any other like sort of thing, is like once it became a thing, like everybody feels like it has to have that, and I feel like, I think compulsion, especially, assuming they're not going to get laid off into oblivion, compulsion always like seems to be. Like, even with the survival stuff, that was really popular 15 years ago. So, like, compulsion's always trying to, like, keep on the trends with the gameplay, but they're not good at designing gameplay, like...
No, and, like, all of their games take, like, 6 years to develop, so... like, they're always behind the times by the time the game actually comes out.
But, like, yeah, what you're saying, like, the skill tree, I think... South of Midnight would have been a million times better without any of the skill building bullshit.
Oh, yes. We can't talk about that. We have to move on. We have to pivot to something else. Is the animation for the villagers clutching their stomachs in the main game?
No.
I feel like I have...
No,
actually,
there's...
I've seen that very commonly. Like, I just saw it twice, and I realized that I did not see it at all in the main game.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of... oh, I had to be over here.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
There's a lot of animations that are also exclusive to the survival mode. I don't know why that is. There's also...
It would be, if we could mod this game, it would be such an easy fix, probably, just to stick that. Because I feel like that's intended, right? That's not supposed to just be exclusive to this mode. It would make the world richer,
yes. Also, when I said there were circumstances under which I might cheat, that right there would have been one, but we got enough bobby pins.
And we have a rock, let's fucking go!
We have a rock, but I don't need it.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess,
we'll
well,
need to
I
go
might...
to the Garden District eventually.
Yeah.
Come on now. Think ahead. Future planning and all that. You know what this makes me think of is the idea we had for doing a Fallout 76 survival run where we all...
Oh, yeah! We
the
should do
different
that.
corners of
That'd
the
be
map.
fun.
We should do that. I think... I also think if the Foop and people enjoy this, perhaps we could do a race. Since we all own We Happy Few, if we can figure out a way to record all of our screens or flip between perspectives, we could also do a We Happy Few survival race.
Competitive race. Well, yeah. The only thing about that is that everybody's maps would be different, so it would be kind of cheating.
No, you could just generate the same seed.
Oh, does it do that?
Because this uses a seed system, so we would all just use the same seed.
Okay, so we have our first hatch, which is good because we need a base of operations, and because we were here, we got tea leaves. Did we get any other kind of food? Okay, good. We're good on food for a minute. I'm gonna take a nap, actually. Well, I don't know.
No, take a nap. Don't be brave.
Sweet dreams, Arthur.
It's only like I don't want to blow all my daylight because like your daylight.
No, you don't want to blow all your daylight, but you're also like gonna. If you try to venture out, you're gonna pass out. Although that didn't appear to like fill up your bar at all.
No, it doesn't do that because it's survival mode. That's why I was like, well, should I take a nap?
But like, what is the sleep bar for then, if not to be recharged by sleeping?
Well, I took an hour-long nap, so that's why it only went up.
That's not gonna help you. You're gonna get tired still.
Yeah, see, here's the thing, is like when you start in the village, you really want to get everything done during the day because it's a lot easier to move around and operate. In the Garden District, it's a lot easier to do things at night, so it really just depends on the way, like, a lot of how you approach what's going to happen here depends on where you start. All right.
I think we should maybe try unlocking more of the map. Like, just maybe pick a direction and go.
Well, we're going to do this first, because if we go here or here, we're just going to have a bridge door that we need a key for. So we have to...
Okay.
The object is you have you're on an island, right? There are going to be 2 set pieces like this, and then sometimes there's like other minor set pieces like this utility room that may have things, may not. But the black ones are going to have either your key or your boat capacitor.
I can't believe you can just pick through garbage and nobody complains.
This isn't Stardew Valley.
I think if you're not allowed to run, you shouldn't be allowed to root through the trash.
He lost his hair.
He lost his hair in the war. All these newspapers nobody's reading. I saw a guy holding newspapers too, which I don't think they do.
Yeah, there's like a little newspaper selling animation.
There's so much like little bullshit in here that like you would never see because nobody played the survival mode.
I think... Okay, here's another one. I want to see. There's a guilty pleasure mask waiting
yeah,
for me, but
okay.
this is Majorca Lane, so I need. Do I have any weapons? I need weapons before I go in here.
You have not picked up any weapons as far as I'm
I got
aware.
rocks.
You got
That
some
won't do me
rocks.
shit.
You're probably not gonna find anything unless you like break into somebody's house, right?
Maybe I might have to do some night moves. I might have to Bob Seger it.
Incidentally, Ellie is stuck in traffic. For those wondering where Ellie is today.
Traffic.
I know we mentioned she wasn't here, but I think it's worth noting that like
Ooh, Dogberry Park. That might be good. That might be helpful. Yeah, Ellie's in traffic. There's like a bridge that's out.
there's a bridge out. What is this? The island of Sodor?
I know. It's fucking Sodor activities. Hey, quit your crying.
Bob's your uncle.
Did you hear? The circus is coming.
Coming in here
the
to cry.
circus is coming to town.
Oh, I love the circus. All
We're
right.
not clipping into the fountain to get the sovereigns.
No, we're not, but we can get enough of them just doing this.
The first time DJ played We Happy Few for me, there was like a 20-minute interlude with the fountain. Like, there was an extended play session in the fountain.
Like, okay, so if this
So
was
we were
like...
playing for an audience or anything, but I did think it was funny that like we just spent she was inside the fountain, underneath the fountain.
Well, yeah, because there's a lot of sovereigns in here, but a lot of them are like clicked into the fountain, so
Yes,
you have
they
to
have
use ghost
clicked
mode
through.
to get at them, and even then you can't get them all.
No.
It's a little upsetting. Like if I could mod this game, I would just go, because like I did that with New Vegas. Like there are certain areas where like there's mines just like stuck in the land and you can't defuse them. So I went into the GEC and just shifted them over a little bit. So that they would behave in the way that was intended, you know? And
Behave
I
in
would
an
love,
expected manner.
love if I could do that with this game, but I can't because they suck.
They suck.
Yeah. Not Compulsion,
Imagine
but
they're
Gearbox
here.
and
Is that how you would-
Microsoft. I'm sure it's
Oh, those
I'm
people
sure
too,
it's
yeah.
those guys that are keeping me from being able to get in here.
Nice recovery. I would never insult an indie dev.
Denying me access to the fucking files.
Release the files.
Release the files! Alright, let's see if, I looked in there, but I didn't have any money. But now I have stuff and money to sell, so let's go...
That's why no one's here. The space landing. The Artemis 2 came back. Everyone was watching that. They couldn't be bothered to. And meanwhile, Ellie's still stuck in traffic. Oh, Ellie was helping with the capsule. Of course. Hi,
What?
Joe.
Oh. Oh, it's... Oh, okay. Alright.
Yeah, Joe's here.
Alright, can I make any weapons out of any of this shit? No.
It is Wellington Wells. We're doing the survival mode.
Yeah, we're doing a survival mode so we can see what that looks like, when we're taking it serious.
And now that Joe's here, and speaking of the island of Sodor, you can listen to me on the latest episode of Somehow You Didn't Die on Your Way to Work podcast, where we talked about the accidents and incidents on the island of Sodor. That was good, right?
Yeah. Okay. So here's my dilemma. I have 2 set pieces. One is that one full of headboys, which I need a weapon to do anything with in the hopes of not dying, because I didn't turn permadeath on because, you know...
Yeah, whatever. It's a casual stream.
Yeah. But at the same time, I do want to, like, not die.
Yeah, you want to show off your prowess.
And it would be a lot easier to do that if I had some kind of weapon, but I don't have any kind of weapon.
Reach for the officer's gun.
There's actually no guns in Wellington Wells. Like, that's part of the lore.
No, I know. Reach
Except
for the
the ray
officer's
gun,
service baton.
You know what? If I could actually kill one of those guys, he might drop an electro truncheon, and that would help me out a lot.
Is there meat on sale?
Is there meat on sale? That's funny. I've never heard that sprint line before.
That's because I'm a little more careful usually, or I've already, like, specced out
well,
of this.
That's the other thing. Yeah. If you play it correctly, and if you look at the skills, you should be able to deduce this immediately. You should immediately buy all of the skills that let you move around the village without being marked as suspicious.
No, seriously, my path is always like boop, 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 boop. These are the only skills that I give any kind of fuck about. Well, this one's kind of useful, but like all
This
these
is
other
the meta,
ones, that's all
like-
just gingerbread. The only shit I care about are these 4 right here.
Like, it's remarkable how much more powerful they are than every other skill that's available.
They are, but at the same time, I feel like it's I really wish there was like they had done like a more elegant answer to how to make it easier to navigate in here without I just don't like just specking out of it.
We come back around to this every single time, which was if the game functioned properly, you wouldn't need those skills, because you would theoretically, if you were skilled enough at the game, you'd be able to maneuver in such a way that like you'd be able to avoid the game bugging out and like everyone getting mad at you instantly. But the loop is not satisfying
Frying
unless
pan,
you just
that'll do
completely...
me.
Yeah, that'll do you. The loop is not satisfying unless you completely eliminate the stealth aspect.
Da-da-da-da-da.
I'm also kind of a bad judge because I'm not a huge stealth gameplay fan in almost any video game.
Now we can make tea.
So I do wonder if there are like stealth game aficionados that would feel differently than me, but I suspect those people did not play We Happy Few.
No, people who are really into stealth games would not enjoy this, I think.
No, I don't think so either. Stealth gamers sound off in the comments. But
Can I search the couch or no? No.
some couches you can search, but not this one.
Alright, we don't need to go up there. We just needed a weapon, and a weapon
No,
we
need a
have.
frying pan. You also need to mind your sleep and be careful you don't pass out from exhaustion.
Yeah. In fact, whoop.
Actually, you should probably just go to bed because it's about to get real scary outside.
Yeah. But because we found our hatch, now we can just boot back there real quick rather than, like, panicking and having to run to somewhere.
I'm not great at stealth anything, especially IRL. See, Joe, you've spec'd into charisma rather than stealth. So if you're doing it correctly, you can just bribe your way into secret areas, which I've actually watched you do in person. So you just talk. We talked our way into getting a tour of that shed. And by we, I mean you, because he wasn't listening to me.
No, I also really enjoyed the Hitman franchise, and that's a genuine fucking stealth game, and this is nowhere near on that level.
No.
It lacks the elements of a stealth game.
I can imagine enjoying Hitman, although I've never played it. But it looks very satisfying when you do it correctly.
Oh yeah, because it's like every Hitman map is like every person on it has like a path that they're going, and you can influence that with like your own behavior and activities, but like it's predictable. And that's the way that stealth games generally work, is that the surrounding environment is predictable, or at least manipulable. And that is generally, like, kinda you can do that in this game, but like, it's very rudimentary. It's people who are really into that genre would not be impressed by this.
No. I think any element of randomness, and this is also why Payday 2 was a bad stealth game, is any element of randomness that you cannot influence at all, sort of defeats the purpose of, like, being skilled at a stealth game.
Payday's stealth was so fucking aggravating, because, like, the guys are on patrol, and they're random, but you have no way to influence them, so you can't, like, shush them away from somewhere or drag them off anywhere else. You just have to wait for them to go away, and sometimes they don't. They just fucking stand there forever. And two, a lot of this, like, didn't they have a lot of achievements that were, like, time-based? So it's like, you're fighting against the RNG on that, and it just feels unfair.
Yeah, it'd be like, get all the paintings off of the map within, 10 minutes or something, and it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like...
Just like every day, I'll be your side.
Alright.
That's hysterical, Joe. You should absolutely link that in the chat if you can find it.
I shouldn't have stood up, but whatever.
No, probably not. If you're really good at tippy toes, maybe it won't matter.
Alright, so...
What is... Oh, that's the mask. Okay, I was like, what is this magical sound?
Yeah, that's... Oh, it's also the book passer.
Oh, that too? Alright.
Look, they're playing patty cake.
I love when they play patty cake. It's so cute.
Alright. Do you think I can take these
you
5
ready?
guys?
What do you have in your inventory right now? Let's look at all of our resources.
Should probably see
Okay,
if I
we
can
have-
craft some stuff, huh?
Yeah. I was hoping for, like, a brick or
Torn suit.
anything.
Lockpicks.
We can't do anything with a Jimmy bar, huh?
No,
Make
but I
a
might as
Jimmy
well
bar,
make
but
a
we can't hit
couple.
people. Yeah.
Caltrops! Ooh!
All right. Yeah. No, that's
Normally
take it.
I don't with caltrops, but like, ooh, we can...
I think we can.
They have
make
their
this
utility
work.
here.
Yeah. If you can lure them into a choke point. Yeah.
Me down.
Oh my god, caltrops are broken.
Cheaty!
They got blood all over 'em. Get happy.
Caltrops are the way to go. What an excellent crowd control method. Yeah, again. Man, it totally stops them. They're stuck in that animation for like 3 seconds. Longer, 5. Wow.
See, now we're in business though, because all these guys are gonna have
Yeah,
weapons.
rolling pins. They probably don't have food, but...
I have food. It's fine.
Oh, excellent, okay.
I mean, I don't have like a million food, but I have enough food to be getting on for at least the time being.
If you have to DM it to me, you can. We'll check it out after the stream. I was just hoping people would be able to watch it. I guess you can't do YouTube links in the chat. Maybe because we're not, like, partnered or whatever.
But we're friends. It says
are
that in
friends.
our page even.
Yeah, we put a link to, Somehow You Didn't Die on Your Way to Work on our page.
Alright, so.
With the dark shirts and white masks, it looks like you're being attacked by mimes. No, that was the Warriors. You're mixing the games up. They're
Alright.
called hi-hats.
So, what do we got in our pocket? We got some rolling
2
pins.
broken rolling pins. Awesome.
Sick up tea, I can sell that. Rancid stew. A yam.
You can eat that rancid stew and then take the sick up tea.
I don't want to do all that.
Okay.
Just eat
Man,
my
this is
potato
the
and my yam.
best a run has ever looked. Like, every time I've watched you or Ellie try to play this, within like 10 minutes you're getting your ass beat and you're being chased by bees and...
Well, I'm taking it a little more serious than I would with just shooting the shit with Ray, you know?
Aw,
Playing for an audience, I gotta have my shit together, I gotta look good.
treating it like a job.
Oh,
John is left on holiday.
So here's another thing that it might happen in the story mode. There's supposed to be tons of these conversations, and they're supposed to happen out in the Garden District too, but you never see them. And when you do, there's only 2 of these that roll.
At least you're honest about it.
I get all my thinking done when someone else is talking.
All right, let's see. Where's the other one?
Caltrops, busted as hell. The new meta.
That's gonna be my new strat. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think there's like a Discord out there of like very serious survival mode players?
No.
No.
Absolutely not. I can anticipate that there may be like 1 or 2 people who just do it on their own, but there's no community
Yeah,
for
offline
this.
somewhere, no community.
Okay.
Man, Modaline's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, this is that guy who was trying to steal Modeline.
Bro, you don't
Any
have to
coke?
steal it, it's free.
I know, like that's strange. Well, like they don't talk about it. Like it seems free because it's so accessible, but like they also have like utilities, so it's hard to tell.
They
if
do
it's...
have utilities, and they appear to have utility bills that they need to pay. So it's very strange. Hello, Ellie.
Ellie?
You're muted, Ellie.
Ellie's not even in the channel.
Oh, hello?
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about?
Oh, I was looking on the stream, which is 30 seconds behind.
Hello.
Hi.
You were landing the space capsule, weren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was doing.
We found out that the caltrops are incredibly broken in survival mode.
Oh my god. Yeah, where are we at?
We just started pretty much. We're not too far in. We got 1 boat capacitor.
Move.
You move, bitch, and get out the way. Although
Where did you
DJ's just
spawn in?
pissed off a bunch of cops. Village.
Oh, no. Okay.
Don't worry, I'll be
So we got a really good start. We beat the headboys.
Their hands are all bloody.
Here we go.
We've got a good stash of weapons. We've got some food under our belts.
No one saw me hide.
This is the first time it's gone sideways. Actually,
yeah,
you
it's
can
fine.
heal from the inventory, right? Can you heal while you're in a?
No, not while I'm
garbage.
in this bin.
Damn.
You know, there is a factor that changed when everything went sideways.
It was right as we got here.
Yeah.
You're bad luck, Clucky.
Use a bad luck charm, Clucky.
We were talking about how we need to figure out a way to get 3 screens on the stream so that we can do our Fallout 76 race.
Yeah.
And then I suggested we could also, if this does well or if people enjoy it, we could do a We Happy Few survival mode race as well.
Ow, what the hell?
We would just start the clock right at that
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Rancid stew.
Don't get thirsty.
I have a thought on how we might be able to do that, but
Oh,
we can
okay.
talk logistics after the stream.
Yeah. And, people might also be like, you guys aren't challenge players. Don't overextend yourselves, which is also understandable.
I could take these all the time and I wouldn't have any worries.
Can you take Sickup Tea after you've taken Joy?
You can, but I don't think it does anything for that. It's only for rancid food. But I just did that to fill up my water, because, like,
Yeah, your
here
sippy
I don't
bar.
really
Yeah.
care about having my joy meter go off. Like, I don't give a shit about that.
I actually have in the past taken a sick up tea after taking Joy. It was my first time playing the game. I accidentally took Joy. I tried to take some sick up tea to get rid of it, and I just threw up butterflies.
Joy gets absorbed way too quickly to be affected by drinking charcoal. I imagine Joy, like, you put it in your mouth and it starts, like, reacting with your saliva and shit. Like,
Yeah. It's probably also
Tingly.
like highly dissolvable, and you think like you probably put it under your tongue as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of not throwing up, you know the strat, putting the dissolvable under your tongue.
And I don't think we had like slow
your
release
back
tech at this point
No,
in time.
probably not.
Yeah, because like that actually.
Not that you
would've
would
been a
want
really
Joy
good
to act
thing.
slowly, although they might find if they could invent it, they might find a use for it.
Well, actually, it would be a good way to kind of
Teacups.
It would theoretically it would be a good way
well,
to
it's
not
that kind of thing
overdose.
that-
Yeah.
I was about to say it's the kind of thing that I feel like Verloc and Sally would come up with as also a solution to the joy supply going down. Because if they can
Is
have
slow
this, like,
release
slow
joy,
release,
yeah.
so that you take it and then the whole thing of like now you might not feel it at first, but
What you do is you take your slow release now, and then you take your rapid release right after, so that you're joyful now and you're also joyful
I hope you're
later.
very happy with
yeah.
In case you
it.
forget.
Again.
Okay, so
And then you have Verloc and Sally being like, no, that defeats the whole point.
Yeah, don't do that.
we want to go this
slowing
way
it
or
down.
this way?
Let's go left. Let's go left. I'll pose the same question to you, Ellie, that I posed to DJ earlier in the stream when we started. Do you think we'll ever see the end of skill trees in video games?
I don't think so. I really don't think so.
We're never gonna be
They're-
free.
It's easy gameplay.
Yeah, it's easy dopamine when you level up and you get a point and you're like, yippee, I get a new skill.
Yeah. I think that we already are starting to see more games either really leaning into skill trees or moving away from them rather
Yes.
than it being ubiquitous in everything.
I do appreciate that.
And actually I've seen a few games recently in the what's it called? It's not platformer. but
Like a
it's similar.
Metroidvania.
Yeah, Metroidvania, that's the term. That have, rather than skill trees, have things of like, you can equip a certain number of skills at a time.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
collect things and then you choose your build and you can kind of mix and match accordingly. Rather than and then upgrade those skills independently rather than having a like linear skill tree.
Yeah, realistically,
I like the
I
skill
don't want to
tree.
see the end of skill trees, but I do appreciate that we appear to
I
be
want to
moving
see them
away
used
from
more
having them in every-
appropriately.
Yes, I don't need them in every genre. For instance, as DJ brought up earlier, I feel as though South of Midnight would have benefited greatly from not having skill trees.
I got like a
skill tree?
whole thesis about skill trees in South of Midnight.
It did have skill trees. I don't know how much you watched. I think it's the skill trees are so nothing that you might not have even noticed when you watched me playing it, but like I would get a skill point and then I would go put a point into the tree and like they didn't really impact gameplay even. Like I think there's an achievement for getting through the game without leveling anything up. Which goes to show you how like useful it is.
Gosh, this game
Perfect.
is pretty.
Yeah.
Just as I'm coming off my joy, I am in the garden.
Don't forget
district.
to rip up your proper suit, by the way.
Yeah. I was about to do that.
Sorry, I jumped on it. I should have let you.
But I bought that sewing kit so
bought
that I
that
can
extra.
make one for when I have to go back in here. Did I put my suit on?
I think
Yes.
you did, but I just double check, yeah.
So now we're out here, we can run. These people will
can
be
run like a
upset
little
if they
fancy
see
boy.
me. Yeah. Let me just.
Yeah. Why don't you
There
just,
we go.
you know,
Now
Yeah,
I'm ready.
You're a proper downer.
Now you're looking real miserable.
Alright, so we're on a new island, same order of operations. We gotta find our hatch and then we gotta find our set pieces.
So have we talked about the kind of history and intention of survival mode as being the original game
Yes.
plan?
We did briefly touch on it, but if you want to expand on it, we didn't go too deep. We talked about how like that was the like we talked about how scope creep might affect the intent and quality of a game. And how in the case of We Happy Few, it was not necessarily detrimental. It was detrimental in some ways, but beneficial in others.
What are you holding up?
I think
Get
that
up.
if
Sleep. It's important.
that echo.
I know.
I think that if this game had remained as only this survival mode, it would not have the same kind of like cult following that it has today.
Not at all.
The narrative direction that they took, I think, was a really good choice. But it it means that they had the mechanics for one game and then they were trying to fit them into the story of another. Because the original Kickstarter was basically this. It would be survival mode. And it was a lot more... Like in survival mode, you have to worry about your thirst and your hunger, and it's more than just a debuff. You will actually, die. And so...
I think if you
there
turn the
are higher
difficulty
stakes
up
to
enough
it.
in story mode, these conditions will also apply, but I've never actually done that, so... I don't know. Maybe
Yeah, you
next
can
time we
technically-
replay this, we can try it that way.
You can technically play story mode as like a survival mode type deal where you do need to feed yourself and stuff, but I can't imagine it would be fun, is the problem.
Well, and the other issue is that the difficulty is a matter of just straight up, it's like, easy, medium, hard type of things. And
So much to choose from.
adds on the need for like hunger thirst needs, but it also increases the combat difficulty, and the combat in this game is
Yes.
straight garbage.
Yeah.
And so
if you
unfortunately,
love yourself and you love this game, I wouldn't play the story mode on survival.
yeah, because you can't do them individually. But yeah, it is really interesting. They have a short documentary that Compulsion Games made about the making of We Happy Few, and in it
Yes.
they do talk about how they started with this Kickstarter concept and how the process of it changing into something that was more narrative, and them trying to craft that narrative while also trying to make sure that they had the survival mode
The other agents
workable
find that very
for the
useful.
people who were behind the Kickstarter, who were upset that they were taking a more narrative turn.
I think it was bold of them to see what their audience wanted and then go out and hire a narrative director and like a bunch of writers and really like pull it together. Like I think it's a brave move in both the North American and British sense. Like
Yes.
that's a brave idea. Like
Why do you take vanilla?
Oh, Joe asked.
It could have
how
turned
was
out way
catching-
worse.
How was catching the space capsule single-handedly? Yeah, I just kind of like walked out to where the coordinates were it was falling, and I just kind of reached up my hand and I grabbed it like a little bean falling from the sky.
I was gonna say you had your baseball glove at the ready and you just you
Yeah,
you
I
caught
just
that
caught
fly
it.
ball.
I caught it. It was like a perfect,
Landed
really
right there in the
tightens-
bird's nest.
I planted my feet, I tightened my core.
It's really important to develop that core strength.
Yeah.
Look at the core strength on this patch.
It's incredible. The core strength of this game is really remarkable. This looks like a set piece. What do you think?
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's the Constant Gardener set piece.
All right.
One of the things about the development of this game that I was really thinking about is the way that they were stuck in that place of now we know what game that we're making properly, and now we also have completely contrary to that obligations to the people who are funding it.
Yes.
And that's a very, I think, a fairly universal feeling in anything where you have somebody funding your art. You have the sort of flip side of, on one hand, you're able to make things that are a lot more ambitious and bigger scope than you would on your own, but you now have obligations to please those people who are funding it. So there's kind of a push and pull there.
Oh, just so you'll
And
know,
that's-
Constant
yeah.
Gardeners is actually called the Pancake Kill. It's just Constant Gardeners when they're up here, but they're not. Our favorite
Why is it-
polycule.
I love that.
Why is it Pancake Hill?
Because the mission was originally called If You Give a Pig a Pancake, and I think it's because the three of them each ask you to do something once you've done one thing.
It kind of stayed through the various stages of development.
Yeah. Is
Is it like if you give a mouse a cookie?
Yes.
I see.
Is that book British? Why don't you look it up?
I don't think it's British. Because if it were British, we weren't importing British children's bullshit in the mid 2010s or mid 2000s rather. Also, you've made me realize I don't know where my phone is. I was gonna look it up on my phone, but
She is from New York.
no,
So, yeah.
no,
If you
no
give a
way it
mouse
was
cookie,
British.
and then if you give a pig a pancake, are, both by Laura Numeroff, illustrated by Felicia Bond.
I've never heard of If You Give a Pig a Pancake. Am I bad? Like a bad person?
No,
it was kinda like a
before your,
sequel.
or like after.
Yeah.
Does anyone
if you
remember
give a
Don't
mouse a
Let the
cookie-
Pigeon Drive the Bus? That one was my favorite.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Okay, so there's if you give a mouse a cookie, if you give a moose a muffin, if you give a pig a pancake, if you
Oh
take a
no,
mouse
Thomas
to the
Cream
movies,
is dead.
if you give a cat a cupcake, if you take a mouse to school, if you give a dog a donut, if you give a pig a party, day it rained hearts. One of these things is not like the other.
One of these things. What about There's a Bear in the Bedroom?
Oh yeah. We were watching Brave yesterday, and we wrote like the outline of a children's book called "There's a Bear in the Bedroom."
I love how magnanimous you are saying that we wrote that when I did not contribute at all, and it was just you telling me about your idea for a children's book.
Before you said that this was something you came up with, I was literally already typing into Google.
Yeah, There's a Bear in the Bedroom. No, DJ's idea was like it's two kids and they're supposed to go to bed, but there's a bear in the bedroom, and like mom is one of those moms who doesn't like believe you when you tell her like she thinks the kids are making up excuses. And the kids are like, what the hell are we supposed to do? There's a bear in the bedroom. Anyway, so I didn't actually know that Brave was about half of her family turning into bears. Because I had never seen it before.
What a plot twist for you.
That was a reveal for me.
Yeah.
And then I had to ask the natural follow-up question, which was, did Disney just very briefly turn into a company that only released movies about families turning into bears? Because that was also the plot of Brother Bear.
Were Brother Bear and Brave that close together though? Like,
I think they were.
Decent ways apart.
I feel like they were within 3 years of each other.
all right.
Which that's a high concentration of bear movies.
Is it a high concentrate? Like, it is a very specific idea. But like, how many dog movies did we have? Like,
I mean, no, I don't disagree with you. I do think there are too many fucking dog movies also. But dog movies are just regular movies, but the characters are dogs because kids don't like watching movies about adults. And so if you have adult characters, it's much easier to make kids like enjoy the movie if you turn them into animals.
Yeah.
But like having your family specifically turn into a bear as like a punishment and a lesson, like that's very like
it retreads the same territory.
Oh, is Turning Red also about? Well, that's
she
a
turns
red
into
panda.
a
That's
red
different
panda,
animal.
which is a kind of bear, isn't it? But like,
Yeah. Brother Bear came out in like 2006, and Brave came out in like 2010. Those are 4 years apart.
What was it?
2009. Those are 3 years apart. They're exactly 3 years apart.
Oh, that was it. So, the Pixar movie Hoppers came out. I haven't seen it yet. I've heard it's pretty decent. However, Disney is still
risky.
not beating the allegations of the only time they will let a person of color be a lead in a film is if they spend most of the film as an animal.
In high school,
Yep.
I could carry a bit more.
And they still...
How dare you release a movie called Hoppers near Easter and it's not even about rabbits?
we had a theory because we had watched A Bug's Life a while back ago, and the bad guy in that is named Hopper, and he is
his
played
voice.
by who? Kevin Spacey.
That was Kevin Spacey. So we were like, what if people were Googling Disney Hopper and they were seeing that it was Kevin Spacey, and Disney was like, we can't have that. We're releasing Hoppers. We know it's a movie about beavers or some shit, but it's called Hoppers now. I think it's called Hoppers because they can hop from animal to animal.
Yeah, I think so.
But,
something like that.
I have not watched a fucking Disney movie since Moana came out, so.
That's patently fucking false.
Well, no, I mean a newly released Disney movie. Moana was the last one I saw when it was new.
Mr. I'm watching the entirety of Disney animation.
I think if you had a talking bear movie, I would be a little more lax on that. Like if you had a movie where like someone was turned into a bear and then right after that you had a talking bear movie, I would still raise my eyebrow, but I wouldn't be as suspect. Apparently Brave was originally called The Bear and the Bow, which is a much better title. I don't know why they buried the
Because that
buried.
was just the way that they were doing that, like, they Tangled and Brave and Frozen and...
Yeah,
it was all about-
still do that shit, and it still pisses me off.
Away before somebody starts chasing you.
Can you imagine if We Happy Few was just called Joy?
Yeah, it would be awful.
Or it would be
We
called
had a few.
Wells.
Yes. Yeah, Wells. We had a few
Fascism
already
game.
had an uphill battle because of that one E3 trailer with where it's just the beginning of the game, and I've told this story before on stream where me and my girlfriend at the time saw that, and we were like, we took it, we understood it to be like the medicine they're giving you is to dull the pain, like, you know, like a kind of like a Jokerification of the message, essentially, like. You know, they're trying to medicate you, like, which it kind of is like that, but that's not the message but that first scene, if you don't know what the game is about, it can be interpreted that way. So we definitely we're like, welcome to my twisted mind. Like we made fun of this. So when DJ was like, oh yeah, that's like one of my favorite games of all time, I was like, you mean the bad video game?
The bad video game you didn't play?
The bad video game we've been making fun of for like 6 years.
In your defense, Arthur is very much like, welcome to my twisted mind. Oh, I'm such a horrible person.
Yeah. Hey, I walked it back immediately.
I'm not gonna stop doing bad things. I'm not gonna stop hurting the people around me and being selfish, but I hate myself for it so much.
He's not really like that. Like, that is the phrasing, but, like, you're doing the weird voice for no reason.
Yeah,
like,
you're doing the Joker
Cause,
voice,
like, Because, like, the whole thing of him is that he is like that, but, like, he treats that as, like, it simply is. There's nothing to be done about this.
It's very much like, well, I'm a terrible person, but what can I do? Society has pushed me to this, and all
he's
of
much more British about it. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, well,
we
It
also
is what
were
it
going
is.
through at the time talking about trend chasing. Like there was a big Teaboo movement at the time, which We Happy Few is a big part, actually. So it also being British was very mockable at the time. But it was mostly because that was a big trend that was happening.
But you didn't realize that the game actually is also mocking the British.
No, and because at the time people were worshiping the Brit, they were like, "Oh my God, Doctor Who! Oh my God, Sherlock!" Like, we had not departed from that phase yet. That was not yet in the rear view. No, and I want to say, to my own credit, I walked it back immediately after engaging with it. Like, I was like, "Oh no, this has genuine artistic merit." But you know, at first blush, I was like, this is a game for edgelords." We did get to Home on the Range. Home on the Range is actually, it's not a favorite Disney movie of mine, but I am very fond of it. I do think it's not, everyone's like, oh, they point to Home on the Range as the end of when 2D animation at Disney was good. I point to it as an example of when Disney could genuinely make comedy movies still. Even if it was not that funny. Disney's not great at comedy movies, but there was a time period at which you could go into a Disney movie and it wasn't just gonna be nostalgia bait, pulling on your heartstrings bullshit, saccharine.
Yeah.
So I appreciate Home on the Range for what it isn't more than what it is. And yeah, it the writer's barely disguised hypnosis fetish.
Love that for them.
Forgot about that part.
And DJ clocked immediately that the one cow is immune to hypnosis because she's tone deaf because it's the guy's yodeling, which they don't go out of their way to point out. They just they plant that she is tone deaf and then she's immune to the hypnosis.
And they don't even say it
not
like it's a fact. They just have her because she's singing and it's awful.
Because she's singing bad.
All right. I had to drop all my rotten food. I was too over-encumbered.
And it's a Disney movie with 3 comedy female leads. I think that's revolutionary for what it is.
Who did that?
Who did that?
I think in a better world, Maggie could have been a butch lesbian icon. I don't care for the horse. I don't like Buck. Our friend is playing a horse game and posted in the chat, like, hey, what should I name this horse? And it was this very beautiful, elegant-looking black Clydesdale. And DJ, who reacts the same way to every picture of a horse.
Give all the options.
So all of the options were, there were like 20 options. And because you could only pick from a predetermined list of words, it's all like dusk feather, dusk mane, like shadow hoof, like warrior cats names, but you can't type in your own name. Yeah, you can't type in your own name. And our friend gives us this whole list of horse names to pick from and asking our opinion on them. And DJ, who reacts the same way to every single instance of a horse, just types in all capital letters underneath the picture, horse. And our friend very diplomatically goes, that is not one of the options. And I had to explain that DJ wasn't suggesting an option and probably didn't even see the list of names.
No, I didn't even realize I was just like, horse.
DJ was just excited to see a horse.
You know, I'd be real excited to see is a fucking hatch. Where is the hatch?
I was gonna say, what the hell are we doing right now?
We're looking for the hatch.
Hatch.
Hatch. No, but like, you'll be playing Red Dead Redemption, right? And, just horse.
Oh.
It's horse, and it's chicken, because there's chickens in that game too.
Yeah. What do you think horse-faced Arthur would do if he saw a horse?
I think Arthur would be immediately worried that he'd get kicked in the head because he read about somebody getting kicked in the head by a horse once.
That happens in Mad
Would
Men.
be kicked in the head?
Yeah. He wouldn't get kicked in the head. I think he would be deathly terrified. I'm drawing from my own experience here. My father is genuinely afraid of horses, which is very funny because his first wife, my mother, was raised on a farm and grew up around horses, and so she's like, yeah, we're gonna go see my family, we're gonna go to their farm, and my dad did not have a good time. He did not like those animals.
Oh, poor guy.
And I like when people are genuinely afraid of horses. I think it's a healthy respect for the animal.
Tediously slow going.
I looted the campfire as I ran by and became over-encumbered.
No! The drive-by weight gain.
I adore horses.
Maybe I don't need 14
I
rocks.
I grew up doing horseback riding. I was a total horse girl, and I absolutely love them. My partner Ethan, one of his best friends, she and her wife have horses. Mm-hmm. I love their horses so much. Ethan is not big on horses, so I go spend time with the horses when we go visit them.
Yeah, and he doesn't have to, and that's the beauty of that.
Yeah. And one of my best friends is terrified of horses. She thinks that they're beautiful from afar, but in her own words, they're too smart. I don't trust them.
This telephone box is incredible.
It's very tall.
It's incredibly tall. How do you feel about horses, DJ?
They're alright, I guess.
You're ambivalent about horses.
Is that the Hatch building?
Over the Garden District.
This is the Hatch building, yes. You can
Let's
usually
go.
find it because it has this smokestack coming out of it, unless it's like... There's these genericized hatches, and then there's like the story mode hatches, like the Lud's Home one that's full of plague wastrels, that kind of thing. But these ones, they always have a smokestack, so that's how you can find them.
Good. No, I won't need to cross bridges to get here.
Double knocker.
No, I love horses. I love their silly little faces. I love the way they smell. I love just how, like,
I enjoy horses. Are one of those animals that, like, they have each individual horse has a lot of personality, and I really enjoy that in an animal, even if, like, I don't necessarily like all of the personality types that animal can display. I appreciate that each one is its own individual.
yeah.
I've met some mean ass horses, and I've met some real sweetheart horses, so So I'm assuming that watching Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron with DJ is hilarious. I don't know that DJ's ever seen that movie, and it's also not on the Disney list, so we're probably not going to get to it.
We may
Although I do
visit
think-
like all the alternatives at a point, because like the point was just to go through all of Disney, but like sometimes you get to a point and you're like, I want to see like what
I
the
wanna see what
broader
was going
landscape
on.
was looking
Yes.
like at the time.
Or sometimes you watch a movie that's just so bad, you say, "Hey DJ, can we watch Prince of Egypt?"
Yes.
Yeah.
We put on Prince of Egypt and the whole voice call stopped complaining for 90 minutes.
No, that's a good movie.
Yeah. Spirit is not. Okay, Spirit's not a bad movie. I think people like Home on the Range. I think people are probably too harsh on Spirit because of what it isn't rather than what it is.
I think Spirit was actually incredibly good for when it came out.
Yes, I will say that because it was
I
like
think it was
2001
one of
or two.
Oh yeah, and we
It
didn't
was
really
very
have
early.
much in the way of like that same kind of like anti-colonist messaging.
DJ's just gonna be like, "There's a horse in this horse."
Horse.
Every 2 scenes. I think that the decision to have Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron narrated by the horse is a cowardly one. That's my opinion on that movie.
Here's the thing. I forgot. So when I watched it when I was a kid, I was obsessed with this movie.
Yeah.
I forgot that Spirit narrated it.
Pace yourself, Arthur.
I forgot the horse talked. I
Yes.
had a completely different, I think, better movie in my head. And then I went and I rewatched it, and I'm like,
Oh, here's
why
flower
is the
picking.
horse talking?
Yeah, well, because you watch the opening sequence and you're like, oh my god, this movie is beautiful. Look at this animation. Like, you can tell that the animators really studied the anatomy, and horses are hard to fucking draw anyway. Like, it's absolutely gorgeous. And then suddenly he's like, once upon a time, and you're like, oh no.
It's like the lyrics kick in South of Midnight.
Yeah. Yes, that's exactly what it's like. It's a damn shame because the horse's lips do not move. So theoretically, there could be a cut of Spirit where the horse is not narrating over it, and it is just a basically entirely visual experience.
Yeah.
And there's no dialogue, and that would probably be a better film.
Well, it's kind of like War Horse is like that, where the horse doesn't talk, but you have this like heart-wrenching, incredibly good story that is from a horse's perspective. And it's a genuinely stunning film. And Spirit could have been that, but for me,
It could have been that. I remember looking into it and being like, was there a time when this narration was... Because a lot of times when you have narration like that, where it's not the characters actually speaking in dialogue in the film, it's added in post. And very often in that case, it's because audiences do not react well to the original cut, and they need some kind of explanation for what's going on. And that can be for a lot of different reasons. It could be because the narrative is genuinely unclear, or it could be because audiences are genuinely very stupid.
or
I was
or
shocked.
could be
Yeah.
very young.
Yeah, that too. I was shocked to find that no, from this film's conception, the writer that they hired was a writer of narrative fiction, and it is based on a book that he wrote that is narrated by the horse. So... it was always intended. That sort of narration appears to have always been intended from the beginning, which is shocking to me because it's very bad.
Yeah. And like Matt Damon has such a, I don't know, white
He
American,
doesn't sound like a horse.
American voice.
That's not a horse. Like, okay, Joaquin Phoenix as a bear, I believe. You know what I mean? Like, he 100% sells that performance in Brother Bear.
Yeah.
Matt Damon, not so much.
He sounds like a guy from accounting, you know?
He is a guy from accounting. A horse from accounting.
He could be a horse in Egretsuko.
The fact that the Spirit Crew is the reason why Donkey and all the other horses look good in Shrek 2. Wait, is that true? Oh my god, that makes so much sense, actually. Hang on. Is that genuinely true? Because I love Shrek 2. I love the scenes where Donkey is a horse. And Donkey looks great.
Yeah.
Did the Spirit Crew actually contribute to that? That's amazing. I would totally believe it, because it is DreamWorks, so... Having them know and have studied horse anatomy makes a ton of sense.
Hi, Mira. Do you want to share something with the stream? No? Okay.
I think it's really funny, Joe, that you enjoyed Spirit as a kid. Like, I couldn't. It's not that I didn't conceive of you as liking horses. It's just kind of, it's, you know, that's a girl movie. Spirit is like Balto, where like I'm sure there are people who were into. I'm sure there are men who were into it, but I assumed that they all ended up gay furry as gay furries. So,
You know, I think I realized why I forgot that the narration existed was because when I watched it, I was at the neighbor girl's house. Mm-hmm. And she insisted on adding her own narration over every horse that didn't talk.
oh my!
And I think that in my brain, in how I
You were
remembered
like, oh,
it,
she
I
narrated
already
everything.
I was
Yeah.
filtering that out, and so I think in my memory, I just like filtered out all of the bad narration.
That's so funny. I remember my friends and I doing that with movies, but like I feel like we were all in agreement about our narration. I loved Balto. Wow, I'm learning so much today.
Me and my brother would do that with the Spyro games. I would voice Spyro, and he would voice Sparks, the dragonfly.
I'm sure your parents fucking loved that.
He would put on this very silly little voice for
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
and had a little bit more buzz in it. So then a Spyro game came out after the original trilogy.
Where Sparks
where
speaks. Yes.
Sparks is like a guy. Hey,
He's like, hey, Spyro, how's it going?
And,
And you're like, oh no.
It was literally like us as kids going, he would not fucking say that.
My OC are
Like,
made
no,
up.
he's a little
Yes.
he's a little guy who's obsessed
No.
with food and has a funny little buzzy voice.
That I think it would be really fun to play one of the Spyro games for Lore Lyceum.
have.
I'm not sure which one, but the first 3 Spyro games were mine and my little brother's jam, so it's very nice to hear that somebody else across the country
yeah.
had that same experience.
I actually do have the Spyro Reignited trilogy on Steam.
Me too. I fucking love Spyro.
That would be fun to
Reignited is actually a very good
it's a
upgrade.
very good.
It's very faithful.
remaster. Yes, it's one of those where they remastered it in a way that it looks the way you remember it looking, not the way it actually.
Yeah.
looks.
Although I am a huge fan of the original Spyro games as well.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
But I'm like they did like those controls feel exactly the same. Like they play so similarly. I can't even believe like how faithful their recreation is.
Maybe I should sit down for a bit.
Spyro doesn't bring a lot to the table narratively, but I think that there's a lot of good design choices in it. So it might be something we could talk about.
Yeah, that's fine. We can.
Because it's just a platformer collectathon, so there's not a lot going on as far as the story goes.
Well, I mean, I've
But,
always like we don't necessarily need to. Oh, okay. We don't. Damn it. We don't need to necessarily. It doesn't have to be like a narrative thing that we bring to the thing, because like it can be design wise. It can be even audio design if there's enough of it to hold that.
The
you know
audio
what I
in
mean?
Spyro. The audio design in Spyro is great. All of the music was done by Stuart Copeland, who is the drummer for the Police. So, genuine musical pedigree.
Police the band, not the institution.
Yeah, Police the band, not, fuck 12. That's my official stance.
I dropped all my.
My
metal
favorite
bits.
movies as a kid: Spirit, Country Bears. Did Country Bears have a movie?
Country Bears Jamboree.
That's not what it's called.
I know
For sure. But I didn't know that Country Bears had a movie. Is it just the show, but it's taped? And Tatmer, which makes sense, yes.
Jimmy Bar. Hell yeah! All right. Now we're in business. I forgot that Pancake Hill had that little like thing on the back of it where you're supposed to find what's his ass's letter.
Oh, it doesn't
And
give you-
in
Where it's
survival
like in a
mode,
cave, but it's not a cave.
in survival mode, it seems to have a cellar on the back of it in that little cave. So yeah, that's where we
A
need to
cellar
go.
makes more sense. Because he's like, oh, I lost my letter. It fell down into the cave, and then it's like not even in a cave.
I think it's either a cave or a mine. It's boarded up,
Yeah.
which is why I need the Jimmy Bar. I think there might be something kind of visually interesting in here, possibly, if it's what I remember. It might be a Wednesday's Hill thing, actually, but let's find out.
Country Bears is wild and bad. Well, please, tell us more. I must know. Do we need to add this to the Disney animation list?
Is it racish?
Is it racish?
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Sneeze.
plague wastrels as far as the eye can see.
Oh,
Yeah,
look
come
at
on
this
over here,
set,
pal.
though.
Ah,
Because we watched Song of the South, so we can watch
bad.
just about anything.
The thing
It wasn't
about Song
good.
of the South is that they
on, something
could
else.
salvage it by taking out all the live action parts and just turning it into like a Briar Rabbit anthology.
yeah.
I would- I
the
think that would've
animated
done
parts
better.
weren't really, because I mean that's just South stuff. It's not.
Yeah. Well, and I think the decision to have all of the animated animals be very specifically black, like, and visually and sonically obviously be black, I think is really cool, actually, and Disney could stand to do more of that, to be honest. But the live action story was, could have done without that.
Be careful what you say there about them having animals being
Yeah, no,
they keep doing that and then turning the character into
Yeah.
animals for 90% of the film.
In the case of the animated bits of Song of the South, the point is that because they are Uncle Remus's stories, because he is black, the characters in the story are black, and
See, and that's I think that that's really good. But I'm like, careful what you say to Disney; they'll take the wrong message.
no.
from that.
rather than having their character of color be an animal for 90% of the movie.
Ooh.
Like the reason that Brer Rabbit is black is because he's a metaphor. Tiana is not a metaphor; she's supposed to be a real person. Not animated, really not animated.
These crystals are talking in the way that, like, you know, like in that part in Nick's DLC where there's just like that murmuring, whispery shit in the background.
Yeah.
But it's specifically like locked to a location, so it's kind of unnerving. That's what's going on.
The sound does appear to be emanating out of the crystals.
Yes.
So,
I kind of like that because it gives the impression that like
The mushrooms are talking.
yeah.
the mushrooms, and also there's so much of the mushroom spores in the air that maybe you're getting like
Yeah, you're getting a little contact
Little
high
high
from the.
I mean,
Yeah, we could really enjoy this.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Woo! The veil between the seen and unseen has become quite thin.
We could even more crossed.
I don't remember enough, but it suits. In 2004, that's not good. And they
what did I
sing.
come in here to do? Oh, that's right.
Oh, take a joy on top of it.
I had so many favorite movies when I was a kid. I would watch them for like various occasions. So like when I was sick, I would watch Snow White because Snow White is a very quiet movie in the back half for the most part. So I would watch the beginning and then fall asleep when it got boring.
Aw.
I would watch Fantasia when I was sick. Loved Fantasia. Oh my god, I played the fucking shit out of Fantasia. The original, not 2000. We tried to watch Fantasia 2000 for the animated movie binge, and we did not make it through that movie. That was the only one we abandoned halfway through, not because it was the download was bugged, but because it was not interesting. So
I was not allowed to watch Fantasia, and to this day, I don't know why.
that's really it might have been
It's
implied
because of
evolution.
the
Yeah.
Hell Mountain part.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, actually, Bald Mountain, Night on Bald Mountain is
Yeah,
for sure
yeah.
why. I was gonna
Yeah,
say
Bald
it
Mountain.
implied evolution with the dinosaurs.
Oh no, we were all about dinosaurs.
Okay, we were cool with dinosaurs. So Night on Bald Mountain is a very satanic bit at the end, where the mountain, Bald Mountain, comes alive, and a big demon guy comes out of it. And he like summons the ghosts of the dead and demons from hell, and he makes them dance in flames on his hands. And then in order to counteract that, right after it, they have Ave Maria. So like we have satanic imagery because our animators wanted to draw like harpies with real boobs. But we also have Ave Maria like right at the end. So that's probably why your parents didn't want you watching that.
Probably it, yeah.
Which, to be fair, Night on Bald Mountain absolutely fucks. If you've ever seen the final stages of Cuphead, it's based on that bit of animation specifically, where you go fight the devil in hell. Mm-hmm. That's another game I'd really like to play for Low Art Lyceum, but the problem is I'm not good at it, so...
Yeah, I was about to say, like, it would be fun for you to play that and then tell us about animation stuff, but, like, it's a very involved game, it's hard to talk over, like...
Yeah, DJ's watched me play it before, and, like, I would just be like, okay, you need to shut up for 3 minutes, like...
Well, here's an idea. What if I played it, and then you guys can talk about it?
You can try it, like if you wanted to, if you already own it or if it's on sale or something. But it's a tough game. Oh, hey, maybe I could do that. Maybe we could make that a one-off because we probably wouldn't complete it. Cuphead is a very difficult game, so like I wouldn't want to put you through that if you weren't up to it. You can play on easy, but you do lose out on some of the visual complexity. Like the easier levels are, the animations are actually subdued. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Please tell us more about Country Bears. I need to know more.
Oh, this looks really cool.
Are you looking up Night on Bald Mountain?
Oh, no, I was looking at Cuphead.
Check out Cuphead.
Yeah. I have
that game.
Ethan's Steam library.
Yeah, all right. Good job, Ethan. Cuphead was released on my birthday, so literally a game for Ray.
Oh, wow, that is... Now I'm looking at Night on Bald Mountain. Yeah, it's beautiful.
It was obviously my favorite sequence as a child.
Yeah.
It was that and the dinosaurs. We should... Have you seen Fantasia? I guess you haven't, right?
I've seen parts of it. I never got around to watching all of it.
We should watch it. It's really good. I make DJ watch it like twice a year, unfortunately. I'm sorry, DJ.
That's not true, but I will watch it that many times.
When DJ's like, oh, let's watch this again, I'm like, oh yeah, let's do that. And then like when I think about maybe us watching something again, like I get like a little guilty, like, and then I remember like, oh, DJ likes watching stuff again. It's not that big a deal.
No, I get that too, and it's not that it's guilt, it's just like, oh, Bray doesn't want to watch the thing that we already watched, and then that's not true, actually.
No, it's not. I love watching shit again.
Because you get, we've had this discussion on here, you get more out of it if you've seen it again, because then, like, you've already seen, like, the first blush stuff, and now you get to really, like, inspect the finer oh, I'm dressed wrong, hold on.
The finer details. You know what like, you grow up, and culturally you're expected to only watch something one time, and then when you're, like, a little kid, with...
I think I'm naked.
I think you are naked.
I think when you're a little kid and
you're neurodivergent.
Did you know that naked people have almost no influence in society?
I'm finding that out now.
It's a tough lesson to learn, but you gotta.
I know why both my outfits got in there. I need my shovel, too.
No. Like, when I was a little kid and I would imply that I wanted to watch something a second time in quick succession, everyone would look at me like I was weird because I was weird. But I think it should be culturally appropriate to want to watch the same shit over and over and over again.
In my house, I think we didn't have cable or anything, you know, we had, and my mom was all about physical media, and we would watch things over and over and over and over. I don't know why, but at one point when I was a kid, we got the movie While You Were Sleeping on DVD.
Uh-huh.
And me and my siblings, we would watch that like twice a day for like a month. And my mom was like, oh, she would come into the room where we're at the TV, and she'd be like, oh, you're watching this again. And we would be sitting there like just quoting it along with it, still laughing at the jokes, still cooing and awing at the romance. Like, I don't know why, but like that movie, we just, all three of us decided we were going to watch it like twice a day for a month straight.
Well, you know what it is too, is that when you're a little kid and you have something on VHS, if you enjoy watching it over and over and over again, that means that you're not bored of it. And if your parents are very poor like mine, that means you don't have to buy a new one, you know, like you don't have to like continually update the library because your child is satisfied with just having one.
And then we had the full box set DVDs of The Muppet Show, and we had the full box set DVDs of Get Smart, like the original show.
Yeah, sure, yeah,
And
okay.
so we would watch those, and we would watch like my mom's Doctor Who, old classic Doctor Who VHS tapes. And then my sister got into Stargate, and she got a part-time job when she was in high school, and she used that money to buy the Stargate DVDs.
Nice.
So we would watch not like all of Stargate over and over, but we would rewatch
check out
our
this,
favorite episodes over
set
and
piece.
over.
Joy detector.
I love this set piece. I think we've shown this one off on the stream before, but let's do it again.
So good. Yeah, we also had Lord of the Rings extended edition box sets.
Yeah, no, my dad, as soon as I was old enough to watch Lord of the Rings, he's like, I've got a movie to show you.
I couldn't see the first two in theaters because I was too young, but my mom showed them to me while just like covering my eyes for a couple points. And then when Return of the King came out, I got to see that in theater, and my mom just covered my eyes through the opening scene. She was like, "You're too young to see somebody get strangled." I'm like, you know what? You're
That's
right
fair.
for that. Except the problem
You
is
can
I
hear
still
it.
I can still hear it. And when I finally watched it, I was expecting it to be, oh, that's not that bad. But no, it's pretty bad.
It is not a, you know,
It
I wouldn't
is,
show that to a kid.
I really was expecting my imagination to have been worse, and my imagination was not worse. It was about comparable.
Man, they should have little party, like, areas like this everywhere. Just a little party gate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this looks like a blast. This seems like somewhere that Sally would frequent, you know?
Oh,
Yeah.
100%. If it were in the main game.
Like, Sally would come in here and everybody starts cheering because she's the life of the
they're
party
like, Sally!
because she brings the drugs.
Honestly, like,
This is where she does her best business, probably. She
Her-
shows up to make sales.
She comes in like her cute little custom dress with her, you know, bag of special treats for everyone. Mm-hmm. With that coy little
To
smile.
bugger off, I bet a nice
Free
bottle of
samples.
scotch
I've been
would
trying
help.
something new.
Don't forget to call.
Yeah.
whoops. Oh well.
You fool.
What were you trying to do that? What were you trying to accomplish there?
I wanted to make sure I was on the correct side of that set piece.
I wish I kept in shape.
I loved, you know what movie I fucking loved and we didn't own and I wasn't allowed to watch technically was the Pokemon the first movie, but I did own the soundtrack to it. So what I would do would be I'd put it in my CD player and like listen to the soundtrack, which is just the soundtrack from the film, and then I would imagine the scenes as they were, as like the music was playing along to them.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we had so I loved Cats. And we had the VHS of like the Pro Shot.
Oh, I love the VHS cats.
So I would watch that, and then my mom had the record for the Cats soundtrack. So I would I would like put on the Cats record.
Yeah,
and
that's nice.
Listen to it. Yeah.
Kids are incredible. I had to sit alone at the doctor's office with only my own thoughts to entertain me for 20 minutes today, and I started watching Aladdin in my head. And that's a true story. That's not made up. And that's how you can tell there's something wrong with me.
What happened to all my lockpicks?
You know, a fun thing, if you know ProZD Sangwoncho,
Oh, I love him.
yeah,
he's great.
Has these videos that he's coming out with proving that he can quote all of Peter Pan, Disney's animated Peter Pan from memory, with his wife filmed with the movie facing her on the screen, so only she can see it, and he's saying the lines right before they say them and describing the action right before it happens without seeing it.
That makes you a good voice actor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
That's why he's so good. He's actually, I will say, I think he's incredibly skilled. I think he's incredibly talented. I am a little tired of seeing him in everything. You know what I mean? Like, I realize that his range is incredible, but he is in every single indie animation right now as a character. And it's not a bad thing. I'm glad he's getting that bag. I'm glad he's incredibly talented. He deserves to be in whatever he wants to be in. I just wish that, like, there were other voice, like, it's like hearing your favorite dub voice actor in every single anime.
Oh, I was about to say.
Nothing against the guy. I just think we need, maybe we could expand to like some more indie voice actors instead of just putting the internet famous guy in every single thing.
Yeah.
Got confused for a sec because I thought this was the the modeling.
Oh, I thought my microwave was going off. It's the fucking microwave? No, it's something. It's some sort of alarm beeping in the game. The movie that I can quote from memory, if I have my little brother's help, is Shrek. We used to do that on road trips.
I remember the Shrek voice.
I've told this story before. My mom probably wanted to murder us.
Ooh, this is bad.
This situation is not good. Caltrops.
Hold on.
Quest found. You're dying.
Yeah, heal up.
Imagine if we did an entire stream where you did the entire stream in the Shrek voice and I did the entire stream in the Goofy voice, and then DJ was just DJ.
What?
DJ would kill us both by the end of it. If DJ would kick us out of the voice call and do the stream by herself.
Y'all gotta learn what's funny. That ain't it.
I did not agree with that. I know it's not funny. Don't include me in this.
I'm getting angry already. I
do the entire stream in the voice. I do not disavow. I disavow. Did you throw down the caltrops or no?
No, I just came over here.
Oh, okay.
Because the thing is, I have to like the caltrops. You can't just like equip. You have to like go there and navigate. To
I do
them in the
realize you have
menu.
to throw them, but
I had to vacate the premises before I could.
You know, you say that the caltrops are broken, but I think it's pretty realistic. I mean, have you ever stepped on a Lego?
yeah,
It's bad.
not good. You could all do voices, and I'm the normal voice. What sort of voice would DJ do? She's taking suggestions, I'm sure.
Go full Southern.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
It was fun meeting DJ's mom, and she sounds like DJ, but with a way thicker accent.
Yeah.
She's not as urbane as I am.
No. But I did see a glimpse into a future where you, like, hadn't left for some reason and your accent was that thick, and it was pretty funny. You should get into a garbage bin. You should maybe go to a hatch. How about that?
Well, we're in a new island, so we're looking for the hatch anyway, but
I see.
it's also
This
nighttime,
situation-
so it's
Yeah.
it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm all right.
Okay, all right.
Look,
that
my
guy in a
finances are in
situation.
order. I just gotta find where I'm going.
We are definitely putting that man in a situation.
Jesus. Oh my god.
That horse-faced man.
Whores.
Getting old.
That horse-faced man.
Yes.
I did think I used to run 100 meters.
Oh, here we go.
All right. We can't do
Jacobean
anything
club.
about it.
No. We can go around back.
Oh.
Into the flowers.
I need a lockback.
Get into the flowers.
Why don't you sit yourself down in some yellow
Yeah, why don't you
flowers?
park your ass in some yellow flowers? There you go.
It is to be back in the, Wellington Wells of it all.
I'm so sad the Foop couldn't make it.
Joe can't come on and be like, this isn't how Wellington Wells, I remember.
He did. He was like, wait, holy shit, this is Wellington Wells.
Peeper saw me.
I can see that. I can peep that.
I was feeling a little dire for a bit the past couple weeks, but I'm starting to come out of it, getting out of my funk. Maybe I'll finally do my We Happy Shoe. Run.
I'm telling you, it does not work. You cannot. The way this works does not facilitate that.
I'll do my best.
You gotta let the idea go, honey. It's not gonna work.
Well, no, because if I really can't, the idea isn't necessarily to find every blueprint, it's to craft every shoe. So it's okay if I have to like...
Shit.
I don't think you can craft in this mode. I don't think you can craft like clothing in this mode.
Here we go. You can craft, but the thing is you have to get the blueprint, and not every blueprint is in the game. Like, that's the problem.
Well, that's where I get everyone I can, and then I spawn in the ones that I can't.
Oh, I see.
I just don't think that's interesting or funny.
I don't want to take sides in this
Like,
debate.
do you
Does
want
every
to...
shoe spawn in normal story mode?
Maybe.
Presumably, but
Yeah.
and you'd have to play
like,
story mode again.
Oh no, what a burden.
Look, if we're gonna play story mode on this again, it's gonna be me.
Oh, this wouldn't be a stream.
Okay.
This would be like a separate video that I then edit down.
There you go. I was gonna say, if we do
Yeah.
this as a stream, we're gonna be streaming this for like 6 more months.
No.
Am I still
Like
in
a single
combat mode?
video. A single video.
I seem
Alright.
to have mislaid all my lockpicks. I think they're in the box, though.
If you store everything, does it store your lockpicks?
It shouldn't, but it seems that I might...
It seemed to store all your bobby pins.
Yeah. Let's see, what else do I got in here that I might possibly want? Coffee. I could make toasted chicory, maybe, if I have the plant. I don't think I have the tea plant, but I have tea leaves and I have tea cups. Would that I could assemble them.
Joe wants to collaborate on collaborate on We Happy Shoe.
Collaborate.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, the Foop.
The Foop is here.
Hi!
Did you hear me saying that I was sad that you weren't here like 30 seconds ago?
Yeah, it's
Because I'm not sad anymore.
yeah, it's not only a We Happy Few reference; it's the full game.
Sleep.
We're doing a survival run.
Yes.
I'm coming to realize that we are the We Happy Few channel.
Good!
I don't know how to feel about that.
I do. Alright, I got my
Do you
lock
feel
picks.
proud?
You know, there are worse things.
I mean, we did start this channel because we wanted to stream this game.
Yeah, actually, I briefly plugged us on a small YouTube stream, like kind of on accident, because the streamer was asking, like, "Oh, does anyone in chat have a YouTube channel? You should tell me about it," because he's just kind of a nice guy, and so I was like, I mentioned it, and somebody actually asked, like, because I was like, "Oh, we talk about like good game design and good like the literary merit of video games," was how I put it. And someone was like, "So you talk about like the story and themes and motifs and stuff?" And I was like, "That's it exactly. We did that a lot with our We Happy Few long play."
This guy's
So,
got a
like,
girl's name. He's sleeping in
Prunella.
public.
You can't even turn that into a manly sounding nickname.
A manly name like Tiffany.
You could be like,
Hillary.
it's Prunelle.
There are Hillarys in this game, and they are men. That's a men's name in this game.
Hillary used to be a man's name, yes. Wouldn't have found you if you didn't stream here. That's true. The We Happy Few fans are the most dedicated.
Yeah, they gotta be.
If you're filling a niche, make sure that there's some people out there who are willing to support you.
With life for noise, Papa Joy.
I think it's a testament to We Happy Few's quality that, the game still has fans even this far out.
Yeah.
There are people
Well,
who
it
see the
really
merit.
is- It really is a game that has so much intent and care that's been put into the narrative aspects of it and the art design and the characters to such a way that you can play it and it really just keeps giving.
You can play it again and again and learn something new. Or discover something that you didn't know before.
Yeah. Well,
Even
and
now,
also
I still
because the
find stuff.
characters-
Yeah.
And also, even because the characters in the world are so well fleshed out, you can discover things or put pieces together that maybe wasn't intentional,
explicitly.
wasn't like the narrative. Yeah,
I think that's
But you
part of
can-
it. Yeah, it's that valley of compelling mediocrity where like stuff that wasn't intended but is facilitated by the flaws in the game itself, like
Yeah.
creates more interesting dynamics. The
Well, I
flawed
mean, I
surface
think
of the gem reflects and refracts.
I think with this, there really is a lot of like unsaid intent with the narrative design, especially because the guy who wrote it and his wife, they do television stuff when they're not doing this.
Yeah.
So like, I do think a lot of that is intentional, and it's just. Like, I think part of the problem of this game, and it's not a problem for me, but it is certainly very apparently a problem for a lot of other people, is that, like, this game kind of presumes a certain level of ability to do that, and most people apparently don't, which is why South of Midnight is so beat you over the head obvious with everything it does. Because
It
they
was
realized
an
that this game was just,
overcorrection,
it was
yeah.
too dense for most people.
I think South of Midnight was an overcorrection.
Yes.
Yes.
They went too far the other way into over-explaining things, where really you want to find like that sweet spot in the middle.
I think We Happy Few is better for being as literarily dense as it is.
No, it's
I
it's
agree. I
it's
should say-
as
I should
as
say
like a piece of
for,
art, it is good, but as a piece of thing that needs to sell to lots of people and for them to enjoy
Yes.
it, it's not so much.
Yeah,
And
I should
that's why
say
capitalism must be
for-
dismantled.
For like game how do I put this? Game marketability, you want to find that sweet spot where it's like not over explaining but not under explaining, where somebody who's like really into digging into things can dig into it, but somebody who wants to play things at a surface level can still enjoy it and get the broad strokes, you know?
Yes.
We Happy Few is a game that is only really enjoyable if you like to dig into things.
I don't know if that's true exactly. Like, I think
Same.
if you were only playing the game and not reading the notes or anything, you can still enjoy it on a pretty decent level. It's just you get more out of it if you put more into it.
I think a lot of the complaints that I've seen about the game narratively were from people who didn't read the notes.
Yeah.
Well,
I
it's
think there's
also there are certain points at it where I think they had one intent and then they changed it, but they weren't clear about that change. So, like, what ends up being in the game is muddy and unclear to the player. Like, even me, like, I'm looking, like, the whole thing with Wellington Health and, like, where Verloc's place is there, that is not clear. And, like, it's not a fault of the player to not be able to understand what's happening there, because I have looked at that entire, like, place, and I know they said they did, like, some actual environmental design in there to tell you what the story is, but I cannot glean what it is. Because I think, like, having looked in Poedit and seeing how much that mission has changed over the course of the game, like, it just seems like a very highly contested area of the game. And as such, like, I think what ultimately ended up in the game is not, it's got bits and pieces of all those things, and it's not edited in a way that makes it clear to the player what's happening. Because, like,
With the minimum of fuss.
it's not so much anymore, I think, because, like, the fandom is so small, and I've personally been very vehement about this. But, like, when I first played the game, there was it was basically just, like, given that everybody understood that Verloc had run Wellington Health at some point, and he had gone to Hayworth Labs, like he had, I don't know, been promoted or something. But that's not how the hierarchy of the city works, and that's also just not narratively possible. But it's just because his giant statue is in there and it's knocked over, and it's like, well, why is it in there? I don't understand.
Why is it in there? It's just in there to be knocked over, like from
Yes.
it's strictly from a Ludo narrative perspective. Like, it's literally just there as a piece of, like, they don't like Verloc, because how else do you communicate that? But
Imagine building a statue just to knock it over.
I'm saying, and to be clear, I don't think there's anything wrong with a certain level of ambiguity. I think it is to the game's benefit that some areas are, like, stuff is unclear, even if it wasn't intended by the developers. I think it adds to
that-
the experience.
Wellington Health specifically being more ambiguous than a lot of the other areas, and we only go there, you know, at one point in the entire game. It's very... I'm struggling with words today.
I get
it's
it.
not as it's not as fleshed out. It's not as clear as a lot of the other areas. I feel like helps with keeping that air of sort of fear around the doctors that they're going for.
See, I don't think that it's not fleshed out. It's that it actually had it's overwrought, and the direction was not clear. Because, like, it's very... Like, you get in an area like that, there's certain places, especially once you start digging in Poet and seeing what was there and what's been cut and what, you know, has been changed. Wellington Health is one of the most highly contested areas in the game's writing that I can see, and it was not... I think... Like, you can see that they had, like, an entire person whose job was supposed to be keeping, like, cohesion in the narrative and everything, but there's just so much, and it's difficult.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I feel like what we've been doing with this game, and have been for years, is a testament to that, you know, we've spent literally years picking apart this game, and we keep finding little things.
Yeah. But like, in that particular area, I think it's not a thing of, like, it's not left, it's not that it's been left to your imagination or that it's underdeveloped, it's that it's overwrought and they lost the plot themselves at one point.
Yeah.
Because there's too many cooks in the kitchen over there.
Yeah, as a result of a bad development cycle and problems with ironing out all of the writing inconsistencies. Which, again, I don't think is necessarily to the game's detriment. I think, like, the fact that it is so layered and that we're trying to figure it out and trying to make it make sense, the way that it plays out in this game is not... It doesn't seem like bad writing. It seems like an actual puzzle you're supposed to be able to solve, even if it isn't.
Hey, speaking of puzzles, everybody, like, on the Reddit, there used to be this whole thing where everybody's like, well, I have to go through St. George completely on Sunshine or Joy the entire time because the doctors are walking around.
Here's how close you can get to them.
You can stand like 5 feet away from them, they can't smell you. You're like, y'all, come
I love
on.
their squeaky yellow wellies.
Yes.
Yeah, the doctors are... They don't get as much love as the bobbies, which I understand, but...
Maybe somebody should finish their weird fetishy story about them. Right.
The writer's
Also,
barely disguised olfactory fetish, question mark.
So, hello, Lemon is sorry.
Yeah, hi the food, my lemon is sorry. I meant to shout that out, but DJ was talking about Wellington Health for 20 minutes.
That's what people come here for.
No, that is exactly why we have so many people in the chat. Thanks for hanging out, guys.
Alright, hold on. I know I have a lockpick now. Where the fuck are my lockpicks?
Oh no! Did you
craft
them
it?
and put them back in your stash?
No, but like...
Because I watched you pull out those bobby pins.
I literally...
I think you might have accidentally put them back.
Alright, hold on.
What a game.
This time for sure.
I'm gonna watch you. I'm gonna watch
Please
you.
watch
real
me,
close,
make sure I do it. Like, they were lock pits, correct? So they shouldn't go back. Like, I did auto put all my crafting materials in here.
Oh my gosh, and you didn't craft them, you put them in...
Yeah, what you did was you pulled out the bobby pins and then didn't craft the lockpicks.
Oh, yeah, I thought they were lockpicks already. I see what the problem is. I thought I made lockpicks. Where the fuck did my lockpicks go?
Let's craft those. Yeah, let's
Let's
craft
make
those
some
lockpicks.
lockpicks. Hey, I could make a torch. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, I can make two torches.
There you go. DJ, let it be known, they are lockpicks. You have crafted them.
They are now lockpicks. Let me see if I
Alright, let's double check before we leave.
got 2 lockpicks
Yes.
in my pocket. I don't need 2 flashlights.
With a lockpick in your pocket, the next children's story.
There's a bear in the bed.
The sequel to There's a Bear in the Bedroom, yeah.
So Joe's trying to put a link in the chat. You cannot put links in YouTube chat. It will...
YouTube is very uncool in that way.
I think we can, but I don't think you can. I think the streamer can.
Yeah, we can put links in the... I think we can put links in the chat, but,
YouTube is, you know...
Cannot.
They're trying to keep bots at bay.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure is going incredibly well for them.
Alright. Oh, look.
Foop, don't feel as though you. Wow, he was all sparkly. Don't feel as though you need to, comment if you're not feeling it, if you're too tired.
Yeah,
we're just
the
happy
ones
you're
who
here.
We're the ones who are,
Yeah,
needing to
we're the ones responsible for keeping it going. He had bubbles, is what he had.
Oh, he had bubbles. Oh, man, that's nice. I feel like I would accidentally inhale on a bubble pipe and then get bubble liquid in my mouth.
soap in the mouth.
I don't have a lock shocker. Okay.
No. And now you're in trouble.
Oh, I don't worry about me. Don't worry about me being in trouble.
Do you need me to look at it right now, Joe?
We've got some Discord links that we'll look at after stream.
I think Joe wants to show us Country Bear Jamboree presently.
Well, presently we're
presently we're
in the
busy,
middle of
man.
We Happy View. We will check it out because I'm interested in the Country Bear Jamboree.
Yeah.
You know what I've noticed too is that DJ is streaming and there hasn't been a delay as far as I'm aware.
I rebooted my shit before I got in here, and I checked, and it was on the best thing, and I was the only one on that channel, and I was like, ooh, it's gonna be good.
And it was. I don't think we're having any technical difficulties. Maybe the gremlins are gone. Maybe the curse is lifted.
We did have, like, a slight problem in the beginning, just because I still haven't fixed the thing of, like, why the audio...
Oh, your audio channels are fucked?
Yeah.
Did everyone hear my story about the doctor?
No. You told that
Okay.
story before we started.
Thank God.
That story's funny. Go ahead and tell it.
Highest viewer count. So I went to the OBGYN today.
Go on.
And I get in there, and this is a new doctor. I was seeing a different doctor, and she was like, the problem that you have, the issue that you're experiencing is out of my purview. I'm referring you to a different doctor. So I was like, okay, cool. So that was me meeting the new doctor today. And they're like, okay, you're all checked in, so we need a urine sample, and you need to take off your pants. And I was like, okay, awesome. Well, you're gonna have to get me some water, and then you're gonna have to give me 20 minutes. And so they had me take my pants off. And I'm sitting there alone with my thoughts for 20 minutes because I don't want to have my phone in my hand when the doctor walks in and then not have anywhere to put it. So the doctor comes in, she we talk over, whatever. And it's like a 30-minute visit, and then she's like, okay, and you're all set, and I don't need that urine sample. You can go ahead and put your pants back on. I was like, she made me sit there and go over my medical history for 30 minutes not wearing any pants. Ooh. For no reason. I felt like I was in a hazing ritual.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
He shouldn't be able to get me from in here. That's bullshit.
Boop. Started with O dash, and then Joe finished BG Wyatt. That's really funny. Damn it, why is our chat funnier than us?
So, just to explain what has happened, I put a polarity device in their security system, so now their security system is attacking them. Because I'm a rascal.
What a wascal. A very naughty wabbit.
Yeah.
Speaking of rabbits, oh my god, I looked out the window today, and I saw a rabbit that was half the size of my cat, and my cat is pretty big.
Wow.
Like, my cat's a fat cat, and that rabbit could have kicked my cat's ass. It was enormous. And he was just sitting there, and my mom goes, he better not be eating my tulips. And I was like, what are you gonna do to stop him? A rabbit could stand up and make his own dinner.
Okay. I guess I've had enough fun. Turn that shit off.
Wet blankets?
Are these guys upset at each other?
They may be upset at each other. How many vote capacitors are we at?
3, I think.
How
We're
many
doing
do we
pretty
need?
good. 4 or 5, I don't remember.
Take a look at that skill tree.
Oh yeah, you should look at your skills.
Yeah.
You're very skilled.
Yeah, I want to be able to run in the
Oh,
city.
you.
That's much more useful. Girl, where are you throwing rocks at?
The Bobby.
A falling star!
Oh my
Remember
god,
when we were
girl.
playing, she called it Irish confetti?
Yes. Who would win, Arthur or that rabbit? Definitely the rabbit. Oh my god, that rabbit was enormous. It was like a pet rabbit. Like, I don't know how big wild rabbits get where y'all live, but like, wild rabbits are generally pretty small, but that rabbit was like a fucking French lop or something. It was enormous.
Yeah. I love when Arthur straight up kills someone and then he says, and now we see the violence inherent in the system.
It's so funny.
The violence is you!
Uh-huh.
My brother in Heist, you killed the civilians.
Oh man, we gotta play Payday.
It's gonna be a stream of us failing. DJ,
Yeah.
we booted up Payday and we played for a little while and we were so bad at it, DJ was like, maybe we shouldn't play this on stream.
We gotta play Payday off stream first
I
to
think-
see,
Like, the thing is, I think we would have a better time with Payday 2, but then we would have to install Payday 2, and that's...
Here's the thing, Payday 2 is bugged on both DJ's PC and mine in different ways. I can't play certain maps and DJ can't get online at all. And that's just how Payday 2 is. Like, these are known bugs. And as far as I'm aware, there's nothing you can do to fix it. If your PC does not agree with Payday 2, you're just hosed.
Which is bullshit, because my PC is incredible. Like, it should be able to run anything.
I think it's not a problem with your
No,
PC
it's not.
necessarily.
It's
like,
not my
yeah.
PC. It's the game. The game is a mess. I'm so heavy.
I would love to play Payday. Like, I would love to just boot up Payday 2 and just like shoot armed units in the head.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a fun like it's.
I
it's
used
just-
to be
there's a
so good at getting headshots with my fucking Bronco. Oh, it was amazing. It was a sight to be fucking hold.
The feel, like the gun feel in that game is incredible. And it's a shame that I'm not able to experience it anymore because I would just like to relax playing that game.
yeah.
Just offline even, but alas. Payday 1 is fine, but it's not as satisfying.
Yeah.
I feel like the way that a mechanic or a character or a weapon like handles in a game, I feel like is a lot more important even than like what the base damage is within that game.
100%.
Like, is
yeah.
it fun to play?
Especially with first-person shooters, when really that's the only mechanic you're dealing with, is like how the gunplay feels.
Guess I'll make more caltrops.
Yeah, why not?
There's a so I play a lot of Genshin Impact, and there's a new character who came out who I like her as a character. She does big damage. I cannot stand how she feels to handle
Oh no.
as a unit, and so I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna get that character. And and I know people who are so excited because they're like, look at the big damage, and I like the character, but like, and they don't mind how she feels as a character, but I just
Yeah, if you don't personally respond well to the mechanics, like there's not a whole lot you can do about that.
too flashy. Kind of gives me a headache.
The Foop says it's funny how you guys changed my opinion on Verloc. I'm always out here trying to tell people that Verloc is a pathetic little meow meow.
He's not a good guy, but he is understandable if you take 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I will say that, like, DJ, but before DJ and I were friends, DJ had beef with how I wrote about Verloc in one of my Sally chapters in my fanfic. And I feel like I made a bad Verloc first impression because I was really leaning into, like, trying to lean into, like, Sally perspective and the way that Sally talks about and rationalizes and thinks about and remembers things. And I think that I didn't quite strike that balance very well there. And then to DJ was just being like, well, that's, you wouldn't fucking say that.
Wouldn't say that.
That's a mischaracterization of DJ's
thing that I
approach
remember,
to fanfic, I think. But
The thing that I remember is it was something about, like, Sally asking for apples because she was having, like, a pregnancy craving for them, but she didn't know that at the time. She's just like, I want apples. And he denied it very, like, cruelly, which I think he wouldn't have cared. That was what I thought. It's like, he doesn't give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
What I do think
is
is that like
I had a thing later on, I haven't actually written it yet, is that he does just kind of go, oh, whatever, get your apples. It, and having that being more like a petty moment of being like, and then later just being like, you know what, I don't actually care about this. But
when
yeah,
when you don't know DJ as like a friend and she critiques your fan fiction, it can feel like a personal attack. So I do think it's really funny that you characterized it as like DJ came in here and was like, he would not fucking say that when DJ I'm sure was very diplomatic
the
about it.
The story also was, so like, I said this in our private server that Ellie was not a member of yet.
Yeah.
And when I invite, like, this happened to Amy too. It was like, when I invited Amy, I was like, here's the thing. I said this shit about your fic, like, a month ago. And if you are the sort of person who might look in the past to see what is said about you, you might cap it upon that. And I want you to know that it's there so that you don't, like, come upon it and then get your fifis hurt later.
Yeah.
And that is what I said to Ellie too. I was like, I said this about your fic at this point. So it wasn't I just went there and gave Ellie unsolicited criticism. No, I was talking shit in Mean Girls Club quietly.
Yeah.
And then when I invited Ellie to Mean Girls Club, I was like, here's what we said about you.
Yeah. Well, okay. Also, I will say that all of your critiques are generally like very spot on, especially for like We Happy Few stuff. So I think that's why, like, there's a lot of people where when they critique stuff, I kind of go, okay, that's your opinion. But like when you critique stuff, I'm like, ooh, that's a good point. I gotta think about that.
Oh, thank you.
I love a good critique.
No, I think DJ's feedback is incredible, but she doesn't sugarcoat it, so you do, like, especially if you're not friends with her already, it can feel very, you're like, who the fuck is this bitch? Like,
yeah. I don't even have that feeling of like,
I know what the tracks look like after.
I'm like, oh, how dare you? None of that. No, it's like,
I don't think any of us are like that.
I failed.
Yeah, it does. You're like, oh, of course, I wasn't thinking, because, you know, it seems so reasonable when you put it that way.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I'm stupid. So
sad. No, like, especially with We Happy Few.
Of unapproachability that I think she enjoys.
I do. Yeah.
No, it wasn't really a feeling of like, obviously, but it's a more of me being like, I really gotta dig into this even more.
It's giving yourself a little like face palm and moving on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, especially with We Happy Few, because the text is so dense, it's like, and I've had this too, where I've had like an idea of how something is, and then I see something else that gives it more context. And this has happened. Like, I've had like ideas that I've had about this for years, and then I find something new, like in Poeted or whatever, and I'm like, oh, that changes the way that I think about it. And that's really the entire thing of this game, really. Mm-hmm. Even without digging into the stuff that they took out of it, is, you know, it's you've been given one idea, and now you have more information. Now you can have a slightly different idea about it, because you've gotten more context that you didn't have before.
Well, yeah. And I think that's part of why we do what we do, is because it's almost impossible to become an expert on this game. I think even the people that wrote it probably don't know as much as we do, just because we've dedicated ourselves to the process.
It's basically like us and Melvin.
Oh, Melvin.
Yes.
I love Melvin. I was thinking about him earlier today because I was like, I was thinking about how one of the other scenarios in which we may have to cheat is that this, the RNG on this, it can be fucky sometimes, and sometimes it will not give you the requisite number of capacitors that you need to actually leave. I had
to add one.
Yeah, I had one playthrough where that happened, and I had to, and this is actually how this happened, is I had one playthrough where I had this happen, and I was like, okay, well, I'll just need to give myself a boat capacitor, right? So I went to the wiki, I looked up boat capacitor, and they did not have the console command for it. And the reason why is because a lot of the quest items did not have console commands, because it was just... Am I stuck in combat mode?
I have noticed this.
My
Maybe
dukes
if you fast
are
travel
up.
to your hatch. Can you fast travel?
I don't think I can while I'm doing this, but let's try it.
just to see if it gets you out of.
Yeah.
No, you're stuck in combat. Damn, that
Well,
sucks.
what if I get in combatter again and then
Combatter better swing.
yeah. Anyway, I was like, well, I'll just give myself a boat capacitor, but I couldn't because I didn't have the console command. So I was like, how do I solve this problem? And I realized that maybe in Poedit, the code for the console command might be in there, and it was. And then I was like, well, I could help Melvin out and just add all the console commands for all the quest items. So I did, which is kind of funny because Melvin pretty much runs that wiki by himself. Like, I don't think anybody else edits it ever. So it must be, like, I imagine the scenario of him, because I did this, like, in the middle of the night, too. Waking up at like 6 a.m., checking his Wikipedia that he is the sole maintainer of, and seeing there's like 80 new edits, and being like, oh my god, it's like when you get 80 notes on Tumblr and you're like, oh no, what have I done? What is going on in my project? And then he sees it's me, and it's like, oh, okay, I don't have to worry about that. DJ
He didn't
knows
change
shit.
any of those edits, yeah.
No, the only ones he changed were the ones where I was like, he had like certain items have 2 console commands, and I didn't know how to handle that with his template, so I was just like, well, here's the info, you figure it out. He did those for me.
The Foop says you guys could make a Fire We Happy Few spinoff.
I have always thought, so there's this game called Knit Stories, and Knit Stories is ooh, fuck yeah.
Hello.
Close. I think he can bust in here, though.
I think you can. I think you may have screwed yourself, so go ahead and grab that.
No. We're all right. What was I saying?
Knit Stories.
Knit Stories. So there's this game called Knit Stories. It's a very cute, little, tiny game. And it is a sequel to a game called Knit about a little beastie thing that goes on adventures. Knit Stories allow the user to create their own little adventures for the knit to go on. And I've always thought that We Happy Few would be an incredible game to do that same sort of thing, because there's so many like stories about very normal people in this town, and you could do so many like small adventures, like even smaller than the DLCs.
Every person that ever wanted to make a We Happy Few OC could like make their own
Their
little
time to shine.
adventure. Yes. There's so many characters, and it's such a like rich society to explore. I think it'd be cool.
Oh, it doesn't work if I'm over encumbered.
So realistically, everyone should aspire to want to make a fun We Happy Few spinoff.
I agree.
Write your fan fiction. Make your comics.
Bye, bitches.
We'll read it.
Ugh.
Down, you damn black dog.
I've also always thought that We Happy Few would make a really nice like anthology series, a mini series,
Yes.
where it just every episode just follows some new rando guy.
I feel like it would be if you were going to do a We Happy Few adaptation, I feel like you could do an episode for each of the main characters, so you kind of intersperse and have the main plot happening concurrent in the background related to.
Yeah.
You also add in these episodes about other things that are happening and other stories around it to flesh out into, say, like an 8 to 10 limited series anthology.
I've always really enjoyed stories where like they show the side stories and you can see the main story happening in the background still.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's
I would
really fun.
even be satisfied with something that didn't explicitly say that like if it would just like you didn't have the episodes about the main characters. It's just you know that's happening because you've played the game, or at least you know there is a game.
I actually wouldn't want Sally, Arthur, and Ollie to appear like as main characters. I would want like something that they did to appear in the background, just as an illusion.
I feel like if it was a fully fan-funded and made production, that would be really neat. I think if we're talking like actual adaptation with proper funding type of thing and licensing and everything, then you would want to have that appeal and explanation for the people who haven't played the games to kind of get that multi-quadrant appeal.
Yeah. This is why like capitalism destroys art, which is I feel the theme of this stream by accident.
I gotta get my finances in order before I
You need to diversify your portfolio.
investigate what's going on in there.
And the weather report is red.
Have a sequel to We Happy Few, and it's not set in Wellington Wells. It's not the same genre of game. It's a business management simulator about Sally and Gwen. Sally running a chemistry shop in the mainland, in like, I don't know, London or something, and Gwen is a teenager who's being rebellious, and you have to figure out how to like
Oh, come on, you.
manage the
brat,
meter
you
for
can
like
take
how
the roof.
rebellious and angry your daughter is at you, and also have to worry
You have a
about
badness
managing
level
your-
like Stitch.
It's like a little meter that goes up. Depending on like
actually, wait,
how
hold on.
likely your daughter is to run away.
That game is good. That just the idea of like being a rebellious teenager and having to manage your emotions, otherwise you like fuck up your whole life. Kind of fire
Yeah.
as a video game concept, honestly. Like even divorced from We Happy Few,
Yeah. Being a teenager's hard.
it is hard. You could have your like, you know, your emo stat. Like you could spec into different kinds of teenager, like programmer or emo kid or
Yeah. Do you imagine then like the sheer stress of like moms going on a date?
Yeah. You have to cut your own hair in order to let out. It's either like cut your own hair or like break all of the light bulbs in the house or something.
Yeah.
You have to manage your emotional response, and you have to act out before your meter overfills. You have to act out in appropriate ways as opposed to like really destructive
Yeah.
ways. Yeah.
It's all about learning like emotional regulation.
Yeah, maybe you could spec into like writing poetry, and that's how you get your emotional regulation under control.
Okay, but I think that if you have a writing poetry as an option, it needs to introduce a percentage chance that someone might find your poetry and read it.
Yes,
viciously
and
mock
make it
you.
worse. Yeah.
So it's kind of like writing the poetry. Really, it has big gains, but also big risks.
Yeah.
Like
The potential,
it brings your
yeah.
emotions. It lets out so much of the emotion, but like it also there's an increased risk.
Yes, absolutely. You see my vision. You probably also have a little sibling that like, you know, causes your stress
Yeah.
meter to like your mom makes you babysit when you wanted to go hang out with your friends at the mall. Really enjoying this theoretical game concept. Like just in my head, like I'm envisioning it. Imagine it, it's fun. Oh man, you gotta sleep forever in order to heal up.
Oh my gosh!
Can't
just
even
like
heal
me
up
for
like all the
real.
way.
Just take a medical balm.
I have got to scoop that litter box. Oh my god!
Do you want to go take a break and do that? I'll
No,
cover
it's right
for you.
Here. It's right here. I think.
Do you want to do that while you're on stream and give everyone the ASMR?
Let me find out if I can reach it from here. It's like next to my desk, and so that's why I'm like, ooh, that's right.
Having
no, I
the
can't
litter
quite.
box right next to your desk is
quite
a
reach
brave
it.
move.
It's better than having it right next to the dining table.
Yeah, we did mean that we did start envisioning this as a We Happy Few spinoff, but then we started like it started going in its own direction.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a doozy, Rosalie.
That's a healthy girl.
She has the stinky. So Rosalie has the stinkiest poops. Rhaenyra has the stinkiest pee. And so depending what scent wafts your way, you know which one of them just used the litter box.
Rogue likes to tell us about once she's used the litter box. She'll come
Yeah.
out and be like, "Wah."
Oh.
I think
I feel oddly guilty for not
Lionel
wanting to
might have electrolock shockers, which I need to get into that.
What have you got?
You all should be so proud of me because I only just on Wednesday got the go ahead to start being on my feet again, and I successfully walked like 3 feet to go scoop the litter box.
Oh,
Hooray!
I'm proud of
Yeah. Yeah. It was hard.
My mom walked a dog today after being off of her feet for forever because her foot was broken. And And she said she felt pretty good about it. And the dog was really excited to see her
Oh.
because the dog missed her.
Why did you
When the
imagine
dog
if
misses
Sally
you?
had another kid, or if
Oh my
Gwen
God.
had been, or if Gwen had been twins?
if Sally had another kid, like who is it Arthur? Is Arthur the dad?
Oh God. Oh,
Who's the father? Yeah,
Oh,
see that
that's
raises
bad.
it, right?
That's really bad.
There's your bad spin-off idea.
Ugh.
Ugh.
You could write a really bad angsty fanfic about that.
Oh yeah, you
Of
could.
like them
See,
hooking
I
up
wouldn't even-
exactly
I think-
once, Arthur feeling horrible about himself and disgusted with himself, not because of Sally, but just because he hates himself as a person, and is filled with all kinds of repressed shame. Sally being more insecure ever than she was before around him now, and then finding out that she's pregnant, like
Take your choice.
Life ruining.
that is like some straight up like Netflix drama
Yeah.
TV show nonsense.
Let me see.
You don't have anything useful.
I do think that half-sibling relationships are interesting in media, and I think they're when they are explored, I feel as though the potential is not always explored enough. So it could be cool if you wanted to do like a Gwen and her half-sibling.
Yeah. Both of them having very complicated relationships with their mom.
Yes.
Come again soon.
Ooh, wait
you
a
never
minute.
know when we'll have something new.
It's like one kid is the daughter of her toxic ex who may or may not be dead from her weird her weird past she doesn't want to talk about, and then like the other one is like the kid
A result of her crazy rebound.
of her crazy rebound, yeah. Or her like long-term situationship.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot I can run in the village now and nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, you're playing like a fool.
I don't think that Arthur
I wish I kept in shape.
the
No.
idea of Arthur having a kid, that's
I'm gonna headcanon him as infertile because it upsets me so much.
Ooh!
And now it's time for.
I thought this was just like the downer,
Could you-
outside the car. No. Hell yeah.
Could you imagine if like Sally and Arthur have like reconnected or whatever, and then they're not together, right? Arthur's maybe still pining a little bit, and then she gets pregnant again, but it's like a completely different guy again. And he's been like getting involved in Gwen's life and stuff. Like,
Yeah, we're ruining Arthur's life on purpose now, and I think that's really fun. Damn, one shot, one kill.
It's a Spitfire.
I can see that.
Quit hitting me.
Oh, I love Spitfire. Love my little plane.
Oh, I love him too. Should draw him more.
You should heal up. That's what you
gosh.
should do.
And you know that Sally would absolutely be taking for granted that he's gonna help out with this kid too. Like, she's
Yeah.
all like, I don't know what to do. Oh, I'm so grateful for you and all of your help and like.
Just tormenting this man.
Yeah.
You're dying. Can you make it? Can you run? No, okay.
I may have fucked myself.
I can see that. How much time do you have?
You might have enough to get to the hatch.
Yeah, it's not that far. We say that as your heart rate speeds up, like. The problem is you might die in your sleep, is what I'm thinking.
If I sleep, that'll fix my health, but I just have to.
You just gotta
The
get
Fook is
there.
saying about.
I don't think
about
I'm gonna
Sally,
make it, guys.
About Sally expecting Arthur to help take care of her kids, like. Kind of shitty of her to do. I'm like, yeah, but you know she
That's-
would.
That's just how she is, baby.
And I love her for that.
Do you
I
want to
support
give
women's
yourself
cause.
a healing balm?
Hold
Oh,
on.
wait. Hang on now. Arthur being a virgin is a canon event.
What?
Oh no!
Do you have anything in your stash?
Yeah, can you craft something from your stash? This is... nope. That's a no.
I ain't got shit, Captain.
Any drugs? No. All right.
Just give yourself a medicinal balm.
I
gives a shit?
think if I die, hold on. See, I think it
Are you willing to
auto-saves.
risk it?
Well, who gives a shit? If I do, we get to see
I
other
guess so.
places.
Okay. That was a foolish mistake.
What if, like, yeah, what if Arthur being a virgin is a canon event? Like, what if he and Sally, like, almost, but then he panics, right?
Yeah.
And then
He
she
can't
ends
get
up
it up.
pregnant, and he thinks that he's like, but we didn't even.
You are dead.
But we
What
can
last
load the
save?
last save.
Yeah. What was the last save?
You
though?
are not the father.
I wonder if God's helping me.
Because I didn't turn permadeath on.
Hooray! What do we have in our pockets?
Same
Okay,
shit.
we're not that far back. All right. No big deal.
See, I could see Arthur and Sally being together in like 10, 20 years when they're like older, like in their 50s or 60s, you know? And after they like rebuilt their friendship and worked on themselves as people, and then being together in like a Leonard and Virginia Woolf kind of a way.
See, I just
Where
don't
it's
see them
like-
ever doing that though, because like,
Yeah.
like how much have your own parents worked on themselves? You know what I mean? Like,
Changed since old George V.
It's a good point. It's a good
Yeah,
observation.
people of this era just didn't do that.
Yeah.
No, they got married and then they resented each other for the next 50 years.
Yeah. You know, like, you know, give them like a few decades. And then,
Arthur might
like,
have to be
being-
blindfolded.
Of being like friends, you know? And then they're kind of like, well, we're friends. What if we just like we're like each other's person? That's what I mean by like in a Leonard and Virginia Woolf kind of way, because Leonard and Virginia Woolf had a like they loved each other so much, and also they were completely like Leonard Woolf was like very asexual and Virginia was like kind of bisexual, but then she had trauma around men, so she was like dating women. But and so like he was so she had her girlfriend Vita, and then Leonard was friends with Vita's husband, and they all had an understanding.
They were all like, this is how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I hope you like
I don't think that
this
Arthur
thing.
would be okay with that.
No, he's too jealous.
I think Arthur's a very jealous person.
I was
And
gonna
I
say,
think
like,
that
Sally
I
could
could
try
only
being a lesbian.
I think I could only see something like this happening if they were like 70 or 80 years old, you know? I know I keep moving it up a decade every time that I say it.
You're like, wait, maybe the time frame just needs to be 10 years longer.
yeah.
Ellie, most people don't live that long.
It's maybe on the mainland they do.
Yeah, it could be them. You know, there's some
I
people-
like Foop in the chat. Me and Ellie want to believe, okay, we cope.
No, when I say that I like the idea of Arthur and Sally being together in the far future after they're like older, it's not even necessarily in I think they would be cute way.
Just make sure
It's that I think it would be fascinating.
No, I really
put them
do
under a
like their
microscope.
relationship as like as it stands, like just their relationship to one another, not even as like a shipping sort of way. I think it's
Yeah.
an interesting dynamic.
I think that they would both be better with somebody who is not each other, and I think they would both be better with somebody who is not from Wellington Wells.
They're one of those like pairs of people that like if you gave them enough time around each other, they'd end up together, but it wouldn't be like a good situation. And I think that's interesting.
That's kind of what that's kind of what I think of like mend the friendship, and now we've spent like 10, 20 years in each other's lives.
It's like the sunk cost fallacy. If the sunk cost fallacy was a relationship, like
Yeah.
I won't let
to bring me down.
No, that's my
People are always, and we've talked about this, so like I'll only barely touch on it, but like people are always like, oh, Verloc and Sally, they were bad together. But I think that's a fascinating relationship, and I don't really see it ever portrayed like
love
positively.
Verloc and Sally's
Yeah, I know.
relationship.
Ellie,
one of
you're
my
I think
favorite
you're the only
things.
person who's written about it with any sort of nuance and dynamism. Like,
Yeah. I had a whole freaking scene where they're like cuddling after a long day and commiserating over how shit the world is. Like,
I think all of the relationships in this game are fascinating because I think the writing that's just what happens when the writing is good and nuanced and the characters are three-dimensional and problematic.
yeah.
It's my joy. It's good.
You know what I think it just occurred to me is I never
In front of my house.
had an opportunity to write this in my fic. But like I had you know Verloc and Hayward, they were not a couple ever, but they had this thing where like Verloc is like he's decided to that Hayworth is his new little project because his own uncle is dead, and like this guy is the exact same age, and he's so brilliant, he's mainland educated and whatever, but he has this like stupid ass duty to fucking civilization. And I think once Hayworth is in the glass box and Sally's in the thing, and Sally is like so self-serving that like I think it feeds in very nicely with Verloc's opinion of the town as well. Mm-hmm. So like they're both there like they need to do this because it's like an ego thing. They need to get that new formula out, but it's not about saving the people. It's just about like we have to do it because it's our obligation at this point. People are expecting it of us, and also we can do it. We're the best. We're so fucking smart. All these other people are so stupid.
Yeah, it's a self-serving thing. They're not doing it to save civilization, but they are saving civilization, so it makes them feel good, you know? Like,
yeah. It's like, oh my god, you're so smart. Oh my god, you're
Yeah,
so
oh my
smart.
god, we're all
those
so
stupid dumb
smart,
people.
yeah.
I'm so, it's such a relief to talk to somebody who's on my level. Like,
They're really like they're genuinely like they think that they're the only people. Like which like they're not wrong necessarily, not to like feed into that delusion.
No, that's always the fun thing about it, is they're not necessarily wrong.
Like they're like, oh, everyone else around me is an NPC. It's just you and me. We're the only ones with free will. Like they could have had, if they had stayed together, they could have had like a crazy foie de like situation going on if it had gone far enough, you know. And that's what I think. I think what I really enjoy about the relationship is that like if Gwen had not come into the picture, like they could have gone down, like shit could have gone crazy town, like hand in a lovable hand. I love toxic relationships. Doesn't have toxic yaoi Yuri. I see no difference.
Yeah.
Love is love.
like I was like, hey, see what's new on the.
Are you checking out the fan fictions?
I am checking out the fan fictions.
Has somebody else written Verloc Sally? Can somebody get in there?
To see. Oh, there is. Oh wow, there's a Roger James one.
That's nice.
That's nice. Oh, it does have
looking at my
existentialism,
boxing nursery.
sadism, idiots in love,
Sadism.
blood, joy, emotional, psychological abuse, and
Constable's
Roger slowly
key card.
becomes
All
suicidal,
right.
And James is only starting to realize.
Sadism. I'm alarmed.
Yeah, it's got gore. Okay, that's got a lot
Oh,
going on.
dear.
But I am happy to see the one canon gay ship actually getting some rep.
There you have it. Her Majesty Queen Mary. If only
When am I gonna get my Hayworth / Verloc fanfiction?
When the
There's
girlies
a
write it, I've given them all the material.
Major
When the
character
girlies
death.
write it.
Bloody hell.
Will somebody get on that, please?
Chop chop. I've given you all the pieces, you just gotta assemble them.
Oh, there's a Constable / OC and Sally / Arthur fic called My Fair
Constable
Lady.
/ OC is probably the top relationship, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah. It's a canon divergent. Major character death. Bobby OC.
Man, Bobby fuckers will never die.
Arthur / OC. big multi-fandom fix. Yeah. Lots of, is this all the same author, though? I'm seeing a ton of Arthur slash Uncle Jack, and I'm wondering, oh, it's all the same author. Okay.
Yeah. When you see one weird pairing and and there's like 20 fics for it, and you're like, is this really popular? And no, it's just one person following their passion.
Okay, yeah, and there's somebody who's been writing just a bunch of like Roger James angst fics recently.
Wow. Okay.
What do those guys got to be angsty about?
I know, they're like some of the happiest guys. Like their situation is
they've got their
probably the most
problems. And
funny.
it's just like out of all the people.
Constable Burne Jones slash Murray Davis.
Oh,
3 times
all right.
Burne Jones came to the hotel, and 1 time Murray came to him.
I hate that structure of summary, though.
Yeah, the 5 times 1 is a classic, like old fan fiction. That goes back to the zine days.
Well, I hope you all
Oh, the
had a
same
lovely
person
night's
has
sleep.
written multiple fics for Constable Burne Jones and Murray Davis. Oh, that's fun.
I think
Wow.
I might have gotten a request from them at one point to write a chapter in that vein, and I think I didn't because I already had something kind of in that vein already, or I don't know. There was a reason.
I do think it is funny that this game has a canon gay couple, and like people are out here writing Bobby slash Arthur, like shit that would not happen. I'll take shit that didn't happen for 500.
Oh, there's a whole fic somebody has. Oh, I say a whole fic. It's got 1 chapter so far. Last year in June. Well, anyway, there's 1 chapter of a fic that was planned to be a long fic by Anonymous. Oh, wow.
They didn't want to put their name on this masterpiece.
I guess, yeah. It's a alternate timeline, like canon divergent thing of like Margaret successfully hiding, and it has Margaret as and also getting to grow up there, and it has their Margaret, basically like kind of their OC of Margaret as the main character.
I think
There
I
you go.
saw fan art of like, and maybe it's the same person, I don't know, but it was a fan art of an adult Margaret and telling like Ollie she'd been there the entire time and everything is fine. She's grown up.
Oh. Gosh, could you imagine?
Yeah, God, poor Ollie.
He's like, but I saw your ghost!
About to make a
It's on my blog somewhere. Because I did reblog it, I think. I thought that was interesting.
It is interesting.
Tea! I can make tea!
Oh, I
Holy
forgot
fuck.
about the Edmund
It's tea
McMillan
time.
Reg Cuddy shipper.
Oh yeah,
Pop up
it's
every once in a while.
it's Reg. What?
I just like that you're like desperate. It's Reg.
It's Reg. It's short for Reginald.
Sorry, I know.
No, I think it's cute. I think it's fun.
Lots of Arthur Sally.
Do I not have
Fluff
any
and
water?
danks.
Is that what the problem here is? Oh, I need 5 teacups.
No, you don't have it. Yeah, you need 5 teacups. It makes 5 tea.
I'm fucking stupid and can't count.
Oh, there's some Roger James fluff.
I recommend a fic called Small Mercies by Run for the Stairs.
Hey!
Hey.
I've read that fic.
I gotta write
pretty
more of
good.
that fic. I'm
It's
thinking
alright.
about it. It's percolating.
I'd like to have a discussion with the author of that fan fiction.
Yeah.
I got a
yeah,
bone to
about
pick
their
with them
Verloc
about their Verloc
characterization.
characterization. And the way they
The
spell
author is really
Hayworth.
cool.
That.
Oh,
Oh
I'm
my gosh,
thirsty.
Verloc isn't even on the drop down of characters who have enough fics to.
He's
That's
hard
fucked
to
up. I
write,
should-
and I think a
should-
lot of people
yeah.
like.
I think I would enjoy writing Verloc personally.
Yeah.
I haven't
Oh,
done
here
it.
we go.
But
I can put in the Sally slash Verloc. There are 2 things with. Oh nope, never mind. One of them has Sally slash Anton Verloc mentioned, and it's a Sally Arthur fic.
I hate when they do
There's-
that. Don't fuck if it doesn't even appear in the background. Don't fucking put it in your fic
And the
description.
other one
Come
is
on
a
now.
Sally Arthur. Oh, it says Sally slash Arthur, Sally slash Robert Bing, Roger Bacon slash James Buckle, Sally Boyle slash Anton Verloc. It has Victoria Prudence, Nick Lightbearer, Maury Memento.
Make
This
this
is a
whole
collection
ass
of one
pie.
shots about the lives and loves of the people in Wellington Wells.
Oh, that's nice.
That's sweet. If I write Verloc Hayworth, do you all promise to read it?
Yes.
Even if it's
Yeah.
nasty?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Then I don't have to front, like, I'll just do
Yeah.
it.
Show me
Like-
some freak shit.
Oh.
Somebody should do Verloc a service.
Wait. All right, I'm not gonna put this. I'm not gonna put anything on blast on stream.
Yeah.
Well, wait.
I love everybody writing fanfics. I love people taking big swings, even if some of them are misses. I would rather you take a swing and a miss than not take any swings at all.
I think that's. I love when you were like, "Never mind. I'm choosing. I'm gonna choose to not be violent this time. I'm choosing peace." And then
When you
say,
have-
like, the most like, "I love fan fiction." Like,
Okay, so though,
you were about to say something hateful.
are you gonna say it later? Because
yeah, I'll put it off stream. It's so funny. No, the thing is, okay, this is a very small fandom.
what's the matter? Did the tickle fetish guy get you
And-
again?
And I love the tickle fetish guy. Like,
Yeah, I love the tickle fetish guy too.
There's proudly displayed tickle fetish.
there's a guy who'll write these fics, and he'll be reading them, and you're like, oh, this is a pretty decent fic, and then the tickle fetish starts, and you're like, you got me again.
Well, the thing is, like, they are decent fics, but the way he gets you is it's always like a weird pairing. So you're like, oh, Foggy Jack and Marianne Dashwood? Yeah, I want to read about that. And then there's tickling.
And then there's tickling. See, that's the DeviantArt experience. If you never had the DeviantArt experience, you'd like go onto an artist's profile and be like, wow, this artist is like really talented or whatever. Then you'd go into the gallery and it's like the mouse girl from Tailspin getting her feet tickled, and you're like,
Gadget.
tickle fetish guy got me.
But yeah, I think that when you have a small fandom, you got to be a little more conscious, you know.
I can't wait to hear what this is about. It's like Tumblr posts this, like, rather than like vague blogging somebody, I just make a post that says falsehoods aren't true, that in a perfect act of audio fellatio deletes itself.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like how I'll say that I started writing my fanfic because I was so mad about a really bad post-canon take that somebody had. But I'm not gonna like put that bad post-canon take on blast.
You don't want other people getting infected with it.
My Venture Bros fic that I still have up that I haven't finished, the only reason I had such a burst of creativity was over the fact that I was spiting. Out of spite, I started writing it because I read a bad fanfic.
Was it by your
It was
arch nemesis?
it was by my arch nemesis. And then I vagued her in the description, and she got pissy with me. I didn't even reach out directly. I just said, because like her fic said there will be no slash, like it was like no slash exclamation point. So in mine I put like there will be slash, like or like there's slash here or something like that.
Yeah.
I was directly vaguing her, so she did get pissy with me in the comments. She's like, there's no need to get, there's no need to get nasty. It was really funny. And to this day, mine, even though it is unfinished and is only 3 chapters long, still has better kudos and comment ratio to hers.
Look, the thing about her Venture Bros fanfic is that one, it was very clearly just like a vehicle for her self-insert, and also just like this weird Gen X preoccupation she has with being a cunt and thinking that's friendship. But it's
Go
that,
off.
and it's
Personal.
because of that, she has no understanding of the actual character. So like, her shit's OOC. Nobody likes it.
No.
Where'd my potato go? I know I had it there.
Anyway,
there's
so
my-
never underestimate the power of spite.
all my
let it
payday
fuel you.
fic came out of spite because the writing of that was so bad.
That's different, because that's spite against the actual rights holder.
Yeah.
Like, that's different. When you're beefing with someone in fandom, I feel as though that's different. It's not entirely different, but it is a different flavor of spite.
See, I do think that's funny because, like, the Payday fic I wrote almost entirely out of spite towards the actual material because it's like, there's a lot of potential here, but the guys just don't know how to use it. Like, it's
They don't
written
know what
as
they
if
have.
14-year-olds were writing this fucking fic. So
It's a game for edgelords.
yeah. So I everything that I wrote for that came from spite towards the material. Everything that I have written for We Happy Few, despite all of its warts, is for genuine appreciation
It's out
and
of
love
love.
of the game.
Yeah.
I will say,
Okay,
the moral of the Venture Bros story, very quickly, Ellie, sorry to cut you off. The moral of the Venture Bros story is that she did change her annoying description that was, like, kind of homophobic, because I think she realized that it was a bad look. That was ultimately just what I wanted. I was like, why is she being a cunt, like, openly in the tag? Anyway, sorry, go on.
Well, it's that too. Well, I'm sorry, I gotta say it too. She didn't understand the nature of AO3, so when you come in there with that attitude, it's like, okay, well, you're just like starting shit with everyone for no reason because everybody here is. Most everyone here is here to write gay fic. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, you don't know your audience. Sorry, Ellie, go ahead. We want to know.
Please,
But
yes.
just kind of like off of that also talking about like, you know, starting writing things out of spite is that I think spite can be a very powerful spark. But you need to have the love there to kind of fan the flames, you know?
Yes.
Or it's gonna die out.
You're correct, and it's worth pointing out. I think if you can light that fire via the spark of spite, but you got to keep it burning with the fuel of love.
Yeah.
You have such a wonderful sense of humor.
What the fuck are you doing?
We never learned about that.
Levitating up the stairs and then patting the railing.
He's prescribing mouse bites.
Mouse bites would probably fix Arthur Hastings.
He needs mouse bites to live.
I need to stop picking shit up that I don't.
For anyone
need.
who hasn't seen the mouse bites,
Oh yeah. Put the gif. Put the mouse bites gif in the description. Why the fuck not?
let me find it.
Get rid of the rocks.
Yeah. I think I had like aspirations of selling those weapons, but like I never got around to it.
I don't think we need mouse
Oh, I have
bites.
5
in
vote
the-
capacitors. We're ready to go. We just gotta
that's
find
a
the
way to
very
fucking leave.
long image description. Maybe that's not. Oh, here's a Tumblr post with it.
We're just fucking around because we're like having a nice time. We're not. Yeah. There we go.
What I do think is a little interesting about this set piece
There's the mouse guy.
is that Dr. Hughes is here.
Dr. Hughes is here. And now he's not.
Which makes me wonder if, like, there was, like, something particular about him. Because normally he's up here, this guy. Not with this guy, in place of this guy. So it makes me wonder if he was meant to be here before the
alterations.
the quest that he was associated with in the story mode.
Is the Foop a House MD fan? Are we finding one another through it all?
That's fun. The
There was,
diary
like-
is here, but you can't pick it up.
Good old Dr. Medical Malpractice.
There was like a very brief House MD renaissance a couple years ago on Tumblr, and I thought we were all gonna like, because you know how there's like a Columbo renaissance every 2 months and somebody new picks it up and starts watching it?
I like when
I
Matlock
thought we were all
shows up.
Yeah, I like MASH. I like when MASH comes around again. But I thought we were all gonna watch House MD. But it turned out to be rather short-lived. There are some House MD blogs on Tumblr for sure, but we weren't all watching it at the same time. But for a very brief period of time while I was rewatching House, there were a bunch of people on my Dash also rewatching it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. See, I feel as though rather than BBC Sherlock, we should have had a House obsession. I think that would have been much more satisfying.
Well,
Damn, we
but
got like 18
6?
vote capacitors.
So much longer, I think is a lot of it. That it was a lot longer and
It was longer, yeah.
It wasn't as innovative with like the film style. I think that
That's
the
true as
direct,
well.
like the cinematography, the directing and editing on Sherlock did a lot of heavy lifting.
I think so too. And part of it was that the production on BBC Sherlock was incredibly high. Like the writing wasn't good, but like, you know, it's like you say, the visual effects were really great. And each one was a long episode rather than like a regularly syndicated TV show. It was much more similar to like what we now know as the streaming model, even though it wasn't streaming.
I almost never come over here.
And also it was British.
Oh wow! There's somebody who wrote an Arthur, Ollie, Sally thruple
All right.
Wow.
post canon.
I've always thought that somebody should do that, but I wasn't going to be the one brave enough to do it.
It also has General Bing / Anton Verloc and General Bing / Sergeant Oldcastle and Victoria Bing / Bobby.
All right.
Wow. You know what? Get it. Like, I think Ollie / Sally would be incredible. Like, I don't think it would work out long term, but I think, like, short term, very interesting.
I'm
You're
I'm
like,
intrigued.
okay.
I'd like to subscribe to your newsletter. No, I'm
You're like,
thinking
I'm
about
listening,
it because, like,
and learning.
because like you think about it, right? Like, Ollie seems like he needs a lot of sort of care, but he actually is very self-sufficient and he can
he
more
is.
or less
That's,
take care of
like-
himself. Sally is not predisposed to that, even though she has the skills kind of to do that. And she wouldn't because she's so self-involved, but like I think Ollie would also tell her to quit her bullshit. Like he wouldn't put up with it the way
could
others
even
do.
each other out. I think if they got over the preconceptions they have about one another, they could find like a pretty good like mutual understanding.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I don't know how I would maneuver those two characters, because fanfiction really isn't about like, would this character do X? It's like, for me, the question is always, what would it take to make this character do X? And I just don't know how I would maneuver those two characters into that position. But I think once I did, I think it could be very interesting. I think they would be. I think it might work out. Like it could be beneficial for them, particularly in the short term.
It's very fun to push a character. It's
Yes,
something
I
that
agree.
Really about too. I have a story that I'm working on for quite a while with my best friend. It's like a sci-fi fantasy thing, but we've written a lot of like AUs for our characters. Some just for fun, some because we're like, ooh, what if we did this? It helps you get to know them in other circumstances. And we have this one relationship where every single scenario we put them in, it was like this incredibly, like, it always turned out to be this very healthy relationship. And we're like, how can we make them so fucked up? And we
Did you run out of bobby pins?
Oh, I was
really
whining about
trying
the
to-
relationship always coming out very healthy, but yeah, I
I
am
see.
out of the bobby pins also.
Yeah, we're like, and the thing is, it's in a way that is very, like, I really do love those characters and their relationship, and a lot of it is that they're two people who have a lot of problems and pushed each other to be better by being together just by who they are. But we were like, okay, how can we make this really, really more fucked up? And we ended up actually we're like, okay, what if we did like a cheating, like an infidelity thing of like,
Yeah,
what if
all right.
instead of saying that like she isn't married to this guy, what if she is still married to this other guy? And then they get together. Okay, let's see if we can make that happen. And we ended up having to like change a bunch of other stuff to put one of the characters in a place where she's like suicidally depressed. Damn. To get her in a place where she feels okay doing that. And then it ended up being like honestly one of the best things that we've written in a long time because we put the characters through the
Yeah, you really pushed it. You really
and they
like
do actually still come out on the other end of it with a actually very healthy relationship, but they had to go through like a crazy amount of just it being real fucked up for them to get there. And then that ended up informing kind of, we took that, what we got from that, and we went back to the main story and went, okay, we don't want to go full on with that, but what can we sprinkle in? What scenes can we readapt? What character beats worked really well? And how do we find a nice kind of like happy medium between these two extremes?
to me, that's part of the value of fan fiction, and just like playing with your own original fiction in general.
Oh, yeah.
As you did is exploring alternate scenarios and seeing where you can push the character that feels natural and feels true to how they were written originally.
Yeah, because you can really push people a lot before they start to feel like they're no longer that character.
Look at this guy.
I know.
He's having a nice cloud watching session.
Well, like, this is cozy tea part. People don't normally do that here, but that's quite cute.
It is cute.
Because normally this is where you would see Mrs. Is it Mrs. Sackville? Yeah, I guess it's Mrs.
Yes.
Sackville.
Yeah, this is Mrs. Sackville's perk. Anyway,
I'm shocked that there isn't any like rated E Verloc / Sally.
I'm
sexy
saying,
nurse, like naughty nurse.
like,
it's literally canon.
It's
literally
canon and nobody has done anything. I haven't even seen fan art of it. Like, what are you people doing?
that's what we should just. You know what I should do? I should take a week off from all of my other projects and write a bunch of explicit We Happy Few fan fiction to fill some holes that are obviously present.
I don't want to
See
tell
one of
you to
those
do
is
that
fun.
because obviously we have like important things we need to be doing. But, however,
You're like, that said, I would like to subscribe to your newsletter.
If you, I can't stop you from doing that.
So funny. Taking a week off. I'm writing explicit fan fiction.
It's a dangerous thing when somebody says feedback is welcome.
You're right. I'm really enjoying I'd like to subscribe to your newsletter as like an expression of intrigue. I'm skeptical that you could, yet intrigued that you may.
Yes. Maybe I don't need so many of those. Maybe I don't need.
I will make the fan art. Can I ask for a request? I want to see some Arthur Sally. I'll give you a softball. I want to see something nice. Or maybe something really bad. I don't know. You know what I want, /J. Yeah, I do. I know you well enough.
Alright, where the fuck was I gonna go? Shady Dealer. I love the Shady Dealer. I love.
Is there
I
not
love
even
Bobby
any
B.
explicit Verloc Sally at all? Like,
No, people don't
none.
like Verloc. They don't want to write him.
There are exactly 2 fics under their tag. One of them, it is mentioned. It is an Arthur Sally fic that has Sally Verloc mentioned. That's the tag, literally. And then the other one says that it has Arthur Sally and Sally Verloc, and it doesn't actually have either of them in it.
But
just
it
has
didn't.
It's a little collection, and the one chapter has Sally reminiscing on her relationship.
I see.
Yeah.
You can't see it, but I'm shaking my head. I'd have to do some research if I was gonna write that, because I actually don't.
Yeah.
Not my area of expertise, not my area of interest, but somebody should do it.
This problem is that like Sally and Verloc are my area of interest, but smut isn't. Like, I just don't enjoy writing it. I get bored.
Verloc has some very specific kinks that I'm not into.
And
But like,
yeah. I'm like, I'd be trying to write that, and I'm like, I'm embarrassed on your behalf, dude.
yeah, like, bro, have some self-respect.
Yeah.
I was about to Google something, and I'm gonna wait until the stream's over. I was like, well, how does one do that?
Looney
How'd you
Tunes
go about
bugs.
that? Yeah, Looney Tunes bugs. I'm an idiot. I just Googled Looney Tunes bugs.
Oh, I love that story.
I was so happy that there was a Tumblr post that I could append that story to. I wanted to see if my wet creature was a shag, so I googled shag UK, and then I didn't get the results I wanted, so I googled shag birds UK, and that did not help. Incredible post.
To sleep, perchance to dream.
If someone does an explicit Sally / Verloc fic, it's either in the past or somehow an alt timeline. It's a tag of Arthur getting cucked. Arthur does belong in the cuck chair. Permanent residence taken up in the cuck chair.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Time.
Yes. Assigned cuck at birth.
A cat.
Really horrible to this man. Yeah.
morning.
Fuck. We're getting silly. We need to end the stream pretty soon.
So, okay, the thing about the term ACAP
I've
is
got
when
10
for,
minutes.
like,
Don't rush
I
me.
don't know, like a few years, I would hear the term ACAP, and people would always say AFAB or AMAB. So I thought that it was assigned something at birth, and then I saw people using it for cops, and I thought that it was like a way of saying assigned cop at birth, like, oh, you were always going to be
You're
a
a
cop
fucking
because of like
snitch.
the culture. Because of like the society and culture and family that you grew up in, like you were predisposed to be a part of the system, right? That's what I thought that it meant. So I genuinely thought ACAB meant assigned cop at birth. That's so funny.
Oh my goodness. I like Arthur too. He's grown on me a lot.
I love all of the characters in this game so much. Like I adore Arthur, I adore Sally, I adore Sherlock, I adore Victoria.
Damn, we rocked this survival mode. You did an incredible job, bestie.
And
That's
oh my
how
gosh,
you
with
fucking
7
do it.
minutes to spare.
With the
That's
rubber
nearly
duck.
on the dot.
With no FPS because this scene is Sally's and we are Arthur.
And no cheating.
No cheating. I didn't even have to cheat for the rock.
No.
I thought I was gonna have to
part
cheat in the
of-
beginning, but I didn't.
This is the thing that gets me, is when people say they love Sally or they love Arthur, but then they're like defending their terrible actions. I'm like, you don't really love that character, because if you really loved them, you love them for all of their complexity and mess, you know? You don't love them for who they are.
Yes. You escaped.
I did.
Yippee!
Wow. You collected 6 boat capacitors.
I don't.
You didn't even
that's-
need 6.
I didn't need 6, and I don't think normally it's supposed to give you that many to collect. But like I said, sometimes RNGesus giveth, and sometimes he taketh away.
It's like how I thought that he, they pronouns were used in that order, as in they replaced his.
That's theirs.
Oh, what a fun stream. What a nice
Yeah.
little one-off. Hey, do we know what we're doing?
No, it's not my turn anymore.
No.
Haha.
Ah!
I think it's
We'll
Ray's
discuss.
turn.
Okay.
We'll discuss after stream.
We'll discuss. I think
And we'll make a
technically
little post.
I think technically the next thing we talked about doing was Mafia 2, which
I
would
was
require
gonna
me
say
to
that,
actually...
but like y'all were being cagey, so I was like, oh, maybe not. But yeah, Mafia
Okay.
2.
We'll put a tentative Mafia 2 out there. I love Vito. I can't wait to see my boy again.
You're gonna get in there and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's right.
He sucks.
He sucks
not
in
good
the
till
game
Mafia
that's
3.
about him. He is amazing in the game that isn't.
Yeah.
We will definitely still talk about this is the We Happy Few channel. We're probably still
Love
going to
this.
talk about
Yeah.
We Happy Few.
This was such a good stream. It was so good to go back to our roots.
It does feel very natural to have We Happy Few playing in the background.
Yeah.
in a way that I'm not necessarily comfortable with. So next week, tentatively, can we do? Oh yeah, we could do the constable mode sometime. I think I promised that I would do that because it turns out that I'm actually the best at it.
Oh yeah,
Which
Night
is
Watch.
quite funny. So tentatively Mafia 2, and if I can't get that up and running, which there is no guarantee because Mafia 2 is a little bit finicky, maybe we'll do constable mode if people want to see that. And that'll be Thursday next week, unless Ellie
Okay.
has any objections.
I have no objection.
No, Thursday next week, same time, 7
Thursday.
o'clock. Be there or be square.
Mafia Dose.
Possibly.
2.
Watch this space. The Foop is so excited for constable mode, I almost feel bad taking it away.
You're just teasing it. It's fucking rude.
Nah, we will in the future.
Yeah, you'll see both. Mafia 2 is good too. Don't miss out. Like, I didn't think Mafia 2 was that good until we played it, and I was like, damn, actually, I get why people really like this game.
Yeah.
All right, see you next week, scholars.
Bye-bye.
See you next week.